Konnichiwa. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Excuse me. 皆様ごきげんよう。元気でしょうか？ Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone had a lovely day today. Happy Friday! Let me see here. Okay. Let me retweet, or let me tweet that we're live right now. Let me turn up my volume. We are back with another Tears of Themis stream. And we finished an episode last time, so we will start a new one today. And I remembered I remembered not to use my stamina this morning for dailies. So we'll do that. We'll do dailies first. Actually, no, just kidding. Why would I do that? I need the stamina for doing the actual episode. Let me get my water over here. Oh. I forgot to go on Do Not Disturb. Let me do that. Let me do that. I hope you guys didn't see anything embarrassing. Not that I have anything embarrassing, but, you know, private or personal. I don't think there was anything, though. There we go. Okay. Let me position my phone here. All right. Oh, look at my paltry amount of S chips. I tried pulling for certain cards recently, but no luck. Okie dokie. Let me shut my volume a little bit more. A bit more. There we go. Tilt this up a little bit. There we go. All right. Episode 4. Les Tournesols. I don't know what that means. All right. Coffee shop. While going through Gordon's notebook with Artem, you had suddenly received a call from Marius. Oh, if you guys remember, Gordon was the rich man that died in the last episode. I believe it was Gordon. And Marius is the guy we bumped into at the university. That we had to defend him because he was accused of murdering that lady, but he was innocent.
もしかして取り込み中？今事務所の下のカフェにいるんだけど、ちょっと会えないかな？
I wonder what he needs. You're here? Is it that urgent?
依頼したいことがあるんだ。でも電話で説明するにはややこしくて。もしかして仕事の邪魔になってる？別に夜仕事が終わってからでもいいよ。 休み時間中に話すのも気が引けるしさ。
You can't help but wonder what got Marius so worked up like this. Now she'll be fine, but give me a minute. I need to give Mr. Wing a heads up. Artem frowns a bit upon learning that Marius wants to meet you, but he lets you go. You grab your things and hurry downstairs. When you walk in, you hear Marius snap his fingers. You turn your head and see him sitting by the window, waving you over. What's the emergency? Did you find some intel on the fake Z? After Marius was cleared of all the charges in the last murder case, you went with him to an art exhibition where you came across counterfeits of Z's works. Being an artist himself, this is a personal matter for Marius. Both of you have been trying to learn more about it.
画家 Z とは関係ないよ。もしかしてずっと気にかけてくれてたの？ありがとう。あんたに余計な迷惑をかけてないといいんだけど。
No jokes or teases, but actual words of gratitude from Marius? This isn't like you. What's the matter with you today?
六月浩二っていう名前聞いたことある？
Van Carroll. You mean the appraiser at Leicester Auction House?
そう。六月先生は俺を芸術の世界へ導いてくれた人で、今でも尊敬してる。
But if I remember correctly, he was murdered last year, wasn't he?
ああ。先生はお亡くなりになった。1年前、レンスターが競売品をすり替えたってスキャンダルが出て、それが先生の仕業だと世間で騒がれた。
Hello, happy Friday! You can finally be here for a Friday stream, yay! Yeah, I made it a little bit later today, or this time rather. I might stick with this time going forward on Fridays. Hopefully, we'll see.
マスコミによると、レンスターのオーナーの藤原学がすり替えの責任問題で先生と言い争ったらしい。争いの中、藤原は自分のネクタイで先生を絞め殺した。
You heard about that scandal. Leicester Auction House was exposed to have been swapping auction items with counterfeits after deals were made. The authentic pieces were then sold off again on the black market for huge profits. Once word got out, Leicester Auction House's reputation took a huge hit. It nearly went bankrupt. Lawrence went to his partner and appraiser, Van Carroll, demanding him to take responsibility and sever his ties with the company, but Van refused. Or Vaughn. The two had a big fight, which led to Vaughn's death. I read some articles about that online, but if I recall, no verdict's been given on the case yet, right?
ああ、俺が知る限り、事件の概要はマスコミの報道とは違う。警察の推論によると、藤原は先生を殺したんじゃなくて、うつ病で苦しんでた先生の自殺に協力したそうだ。
Assisted suicide? Didn't Mr. Myers know that's illegal?
先生は連日のマスコミ報道で持病のうつ病が悪化した。自殺願望が芽生えるぐらいに。だから先生は藤原に自殺の協力を頼んだ。自分がマスコミに追い詰められた末に自殺すれば藤原を救えると思って。おかしいよな。
Oh shoot, I skipped it by
俺も
accident.
納得してない。だけど藤原本人は断固罪を認めようとしない。現に藤原は取り調べで自分も会社も先生の死と一切関係ないって主張を続けてる。何としても自分の無実を証明しようと繰り返し弁護士を変えてまで、その都度裁判の日程も延期されてる。でもおととい、この案件は来週の木曜日に開廷するって裁判所が決めたらしい。これ以上の延期はできないって。
The prosecution must have pushed the case. Let me guess, you're gonna ask me to defend Mr. Myers.
名目上は 実際は俺と一緒に先生を殺した真犯人を調べてほしいんだ。
So you don't believe Mr. Myers to be the killer at all?
わからない。藤原は確かに疑わしいからな。でも先生の死に対する悲しみや罪悪感は罪から逃れるための演技だとは思えない。この件に裏があるなら黙って見過ごしたくないんだ。
This case happened almost over a year ago, so all the evidence may be gone. There's only a slim chance I can turn things around. And today's already Friday, which means we have less than 5 days to work on it.
難しいのは承知の上だ。実を言うと俺は事件のことを最近まで知らなかったんだ。じゃなきゃ今さら捜査しようとは思わない。桜川さんの事件の後だ。泉家の顧問弁護士に依頼したことが外部に漏れたら面倒なことになりかねない。だから
That's not what I mean. I'm not turning you down, but I have to tell you some things up front so you don't hold any unrealistic expectations. Investigating the facts isn't an issue, but I can't arbitrarily agree to defend someone who might have strong personal interests. I have to meet with Mr. Myers and hear his side of the story before I can decide whether to defend him or not.
それでいい。捜査を引き受けてもらえるだけでもう十分感謝してる。無理は言わないよ。
I'll go back and look through the case files to see what the police have found so far.
ありがとう。結局迷惑をかけることになってごめん。
Marius lowers his head to sip on his coffee. His voice is tinged with melancholy.
ほとんどのやつは大企業パックスの跡取りなら何でも好き勝手できると思ってる。でも実際はその逆。俺は立場上迂闊な行動はできない。だから心の内を明かせる人間は限られてるんだ。
His words stir up emotions deeply entrenched within. He turns and looks out the window in silence. His jeweled earrings brilliantly sparkle in the sunlight, but even the reflected light cannot drive the loneliness from his eyes. Hey, you have me, you know.
あ、そうだな。あんたがいて本当に良かった。
Episode 4, Return of Souls. Okay, we have a debate here. There was an argument at the coffee shop's front counter because someone tried to cut in line. Alright, we are good on power. I've beefed up my cards recently. Okay. Wait, I gotta be turned down to one. There we go, regular speed. You don't respect your elders. Shoot, I can't do intuition. I need to attack logic. I will find someone to reason with. No matter what? No matter how you look at it, what? You two are so young. Why can't you just let me go first? It goes by so fast. Okay, good. I have empathy now. Young people that don't have any problems with their body can line up in the back. Let me go first. What? Oh, I see. As in, like, not tired or whatever. Or achy. I need more. Okay, I need empathy. You can't disrupt social order for your own gains. Okay, I guess I have to use intuition because it's not, I don't have any more. No matter how you look at it, you seem perfectly fine. That is all. Ooh, I'm almost level 28. Ooh. Oh, whoa, wait. The NXX headquarters has been unlocked. Go check it out. Oh, I was waiting to unlock this. Oh, finally. I don't know what it is, but finally. Oh. Ooh. Welcome to the NXX headquarters. Many functions are available here. Let's look at resource requisition first. Resource requisition. Submitted requests are automatically processed here. However, requisitions are handled one at a time. When a requisition finishes, the next one will automatically start processing. Once a requisition is processed, tap it to claim your requested resources. Oh, you can freely change the type of resource you wish to requisition. Okay. Oh. You can requisition up to 2 different resources at once, but doing so will reduce the quantity of each. Choose wisely. Aha! Okay, so this is a way to get resources. That's it for resource requisition. Remember to come back and claim your resources. Ooh, I got a vision. Oh, okay, so what am I getting for this? Huh? Oh, huh? Oh, I see. Oh. Can I? Okay, yeah, I only want oracles right now. I'm pretty good on money, on Stellan. Ha ha ha. I see. Interesting. Okay. File room? You can conduct case analyses in the file room. To analyze cases, you'll need the help of your cards. There is a limit to the number of case analyses you conduct every day. This limit increases with the file room's level. Okay. As the file room's level increases, you will gain access to new cases and increased rewards. If you don't want to analyze a displayed case, you can refresh it. Note that you have a limited number of refreshes out each day. Oh, is this like a challenge? Like, kind of like, what's it called? Like the simulated universe in Star Rail? That's it for the file room. Remember to come back and conduct case analyses every day. Oh, never mind. It can't be that because it's a daily thing. Oh, I see. Naruhodo. Oh, ooh. Okay. What's this? Here, you can check the headquarters construction guide and upgrade headquarters. First, select this card. Okay. Every card has its own tasks. Complete them to earn headquarters EXP. Oh. The NXX headquarters will upgrade when you accumulate enough headquarters EXP. Next, tap on the construction guide. Upgrading the NXX headquarters increases the levels of its facilities. Current bonus levels are shown here. Stalin, Oracle of Justice. That's it for upgrading headquarters. Please enhance your cards and raise your headquarters level. Okay. I'll do that later. Oh. Cool. I finally unlocked this. Okay, let's resume the story. Artem's office. Lawrence Myers, the The prime suspect in Vaughn's murder is currently in police custody. Marius made an appointment to meet with him tomorrow morning at 9. You return to the firm and go digging for the case files in the archives. You also need to inform Artem about the changes in your schedule. You tell Artem about your meeting with Marius. Afterwards, Artem has a complicated expression on his face. Mr. Wing, is there something wrong with this case?
泉家の弁護士がこの件を引き受けたら面倒なことになる。泉家がそう言ったのか?
He did. He looked bashful. He may seem to live an ideal life, but the wealthy have their own set of problems and complications. Artem seems to have something to say, but he simply sighs instead.
この件を引き受けてもいい。六月浩二殺害事件も未定事件簿に含まれているからな。この案件の番号は N2X1036。優先レベルはそれほど高くないが、精神障害事件に分類されている。
Mental illness? Because Mr. Carroll was depressed?
ああ。六月は世間が自分を犯人扱いするプレッシャーに耐えきれず、うつ病になった。その後、治療を受けて完治とまでは言えないが、自殺願望はなくなったはずだ。しかし、警察は藤原が六月の自殺を手助けしたと判断した。この件には明らかに裏がある。
While talking, Artem retrieves the files for NXX1036 and casts it to the workstation. Vaughn was killed with Lawrence's tie. The house's front door CCTV camera shows that Mr. Myers was the only person who went in and out. When Mr. Carroll's body was found, the couch cushions near him were scratched and ripped. It was assumed that he was fighting to endure the pain of suffocation. This is the reason the police believe Mr. Myers assisted Mr. Carroll in his suicide.
彼の死亡証明書にはもっと詳しい解析が残っている。警察がデスクの引き出しから発見した青酸カリも、六月に自殺願望があったことを裏付けていると。
Cyanide? That's not something you can easily get your hands on. As you peruse the files on NXX1036, you find a new name in Vaughn's medical history, Johnny Bailey. Is this Mr. Bailey? Mr. Carroll's caretaker?
うつ病の治療には家族や友人の寄り添いが必要不可欠だ。だが、六月はずっと一人だった。彼が病気を患った後、藤原は優秀な介護士を雇い、六月の話し相手になってもらっていたようだ。
Mr. Myers really cared about Mr. Carroll, but he refused to tell the truth about the scandal, which led to Mr. Carroll taking the fall. His actions are quite puzzling, to say the least.
六月は会社の経営者でもある。彼も藤原も競売品のすり替えを認めるわけにはいかなかったんだろう。でないと、レンスターは倒産しかねない。当時、六月はすでにマスコミに目をつけられていた。一人の犠牲で済むのなら、二人揃って破滅する必要はない。
So Mr. Myers wanted to save his own skin. I bet he didn't think it would cost Mr. Carroll his life. Where was this Mr. Bailey on the night of the crime?
休暇中で隣の県へ旅行に行っていたらしい。法医によると、六月が殺害されたのは11月12日の18時から24時までの間で、遺体が発見されたのが11月13日の朝7時頃だった。長い間、六月の家に生鮮食品を届けていた配達員がいてな。六月がうつ病を患っていることも知っていた。配達時、家に人の気配がなく、電話もつながらなかったので、彼は念のため警察に通報したそうだ。遠藤は警察から連絡を受けて、急いで帰ってきたらしい。
Oh shoot. I accidentally tapped it. The files in Exonote are largely consistent with the police reports in the Big Data Lab. Without any new evidence, Lawrence is undoubtedly the prime suspect since the murder weapon and the time of the murder all point to him. As for the motive of the crime, whether it's the dispute reported by the media or the assisted suicide suspected by the police, they both make sense. It'll be difficult for Marius to turn the tables in such a short period of time. By the way, is Marius a member of the NXX investigation team? You want to ask this to Artem, however, you can't bring yourself to actually say it. After all, you haven't accepted Artem's offer to join the NXX. It is not your place to ask this question right now.
泉が調査グループのメンバーか気になっているのか?
Ah, he realized. Artem sees through you. All you can do is nod in embarrassment. I don't know if I should ask or not. You don't need to tell me the answer.
どうしてそう思ったんだ? 彼がパックスグループの取締役だからか?
Well, my first thought was that since NXX was founded by the PAX group, Marius wouldn't be completely in the dark. Specifically regarding NXX 1036, if Marius was indeed a member of the NXX, then the way he's treating it would make a lot of sense. He's so eager to investigate this case, possibly because he fears that the trail will go completely cold once the case is closed. Since the NXX operates in secrecy, he could use it to investigate the case without drawing unnecessary attention to the Von Hagen family.
君は純粋な心の持ち主だから、いずれそんな役回りを押し付けられると思っていたが、杞憂だったな。
Huh? You're making that face because you were worried about me? Artem averts his gaze in an awkward manner. He's actually quite considerate, quite a considerate and caring man. He's not just he's just not good at expressing himself. I think Marius didn't tell me because it being an X-Note case, because he knows I haven't officially joined the NXX. And the sense of sadness and loneliness emanating from him was not an act. You have your answer, but it actually feels a bit unreal. You can accept Marius being a romantic painter and a wealthy billionaire, but an undercover agent? Have some faith in me. How could I be a good partner if I were truly naive and gullible?
参ったな。それで N2X に入るか、君はもう決めたのか?
If we can prove that Mr. Grant and X03A is not an isolated incident, but is linked to Harrison and possibly other illegal drug manufacturers, I want to join NXX, no matter how dangerous it might be. I want to help people like Joey and prevent things like that from ever happening again.
君ならそう言うと思っていたよ。今後の活躍を期待している。X03A はすでにパックス製薬に分析してもらっている。時期に詳しい報告が来るだろう。
Oh, right. X03A was the name of that drug. That experimental drug.
その前に、君に N2X 内部資料の閲覧権を与えておこう。内部の情報を先に把握しておきなさい。近いうちに N2X の拠点へ案内する。その時に身分登録をしよう。
That'd be great. By the way, are there many anomalous cases in Stellus? I mean, the case files are 4 digits. You wanted to ask this question when you saw the case number 1036. Stellus is one of the safest cities in the country. Not to mention murders, even security incidents are much less common than in other cities.
そういうわけじゃない。私が主に整理している行方不明事件は3桁の番号を使っているが、
Oh.
精神障害に関わる案件の番号は4桁なんだ。
Oh shoot. I see. That's good to know. Okay, so the number of digits doesn't mean that that's how many there are. They just organize it that way. I'm a lawyer, but I hope that one day the world will be rid of disputes and violence. Even if that means I'll be out of a job.
まったく、君の考えは甘いな。
Oh, I can't even dream a little?
厳しくて結構。だが正直なところ、君の考えは気に入っているよ。我々弁護士は失業を目指して日々努力すべきだ。彼もそう言っていた。
Who? There's a deep sense of longing in Artem's soft smile. A name suddenly flashes through your mind. Neil Hume. Professor Hume was Artem's mentor. Could he be who Artem was quoting? Ah. Oh, I leveled up! Okay, we have another debate. After working overtime, Artem drives you home. A woman lies down next to his car to fake an accident. One of those. Okie dokie. Yay, I have another card I can put in my, I can add another card to my deck. Both my primary and support deck. Nice! Let's see here. You look like a good person, but you won't pay after hitting someone? Well, about that. Everyone here can testify for us. As it said something. It said like, as an attorney, I won't encourage something. I missed the rest. Oh, my back! Oh, my leg! Faking an accident is a fraud. Cut the crap and pay up. I need more logic. Here we go. You'll be punished by the law for faking an accident. No one wants a stingy girlfriend. Pay up extra compensation. You won't be compensated. Oh, I won't encourage a culture of corruption. I miss the days of trial by combat. That's so violent, though. I only have intuition left. It said, how about I send you to... What did it say? How about I send you on a one-day vacation to the station? That is all. All right. Interrogation room. The next morning, you go to the police department to meet up with Marius. He has his signature smile on his face. It seems like he's in a better mood than yesterday.
前にあんたに助けてもらえてなかったら、俺はここに長居してたかもしれないな。まあそこそこ綺麗だし、環境も悪くないけどね。ベッドは少し硬かったけど。
Well, I'm sure they'd be thrilled if you made a massive donation and turned it into a 5-star police hotel.
それは無理だな。寄付するとしてもここはなし。この施設が快適って聞いて、みんなが入ろうとすれば犯罪が増える。おまわりさんと弁護士のお姉さんにはこれ以上迷惑はかけられないからね。
How considerate of you. At this rate, the entire day will consist of silly banter between you and him. Soon enough, Lawrence is brought in.
泉様、助けていただいてありがとうございます。こちらは以前、泉様の弁護を担当していらっしゃった方ですね。
Good morning, Mr. Myers. I'm Cosmica from Themis Law Firm. Lawrence is 53 years old. He appears a bit fatigued after being in police custody for this long, but he seems to be doing well overall.
まだ助けるとは言ってない。俺はただムツキ先生を殺した真犯人を突き止めたいだけだ。先に言っておくが、あんたが真犯人だという結論が出たら、こいつはあんたの弁護はしないからな。
本当に私じゃないんです。競売品をすり替えたのは私です。でもムツキは殺していない。
競売品をすり替えたのはあんたなのか。
Wow, he just admitted it right out there.
はい、私一人でやったんです。この件が公になる前にムツキは何も知りませんでした。
やっぱりムツキ先生はやってなかったんだ。
Did he learn the truth before he died?
はい、彼に全てを話しました。彼は私の代わりに罪を認めようとしましたが、私は断りました。
If that's the case, then it's unlikely that the incident drove a wedge in their friendship. But the assisted suicide.
泉様、自分が犯した罪はしっかり償います。しかし、やっていないことを認めるつもりはありません。特にムツキの件は、私が罪を認めたら、真相が永遠に闇に葬られる。私のせいでムツキを苦しめたというのに、せめて無念を晴らしてあげたいんです。
I read the case files, but I have some questions for you, Mr. Myers. Please answer them truthfully. Everything depends on your honesty. Questioning time. On November 12th last year, on the night of the crime, why did you go to Vaughn's house?
私はムツキと打ち合わせをするために彼の家に向かいました。当時のレンスターの事情はご存知でしょう。マスコミはすり替え事件の犯人をムツキだと決めつけていた。競争会社も加担していました。みんなレンスターはムツキの鑑定あってのものだと分かっていて、あえてムツキを非難したんです。ムツキがいなくなればレンスターは終わる。私はオーナーではありますが、一介の商人に過ぎません。鑑定はすべてムツキに頼りっきりです。私は自分がやったと発表するべく、詳細な打ち合わせをしようと思ってました。
When did you arrive at Vaughn's place?
夜の8時頃です。ムツキはうつ病になってから家に引きこもるようになりました。なので夕食が終わってから会う約束をしたんです。ムツキ、今日はだいぶ機嫌がいいようだね。
相変わらずだよ。酒は飲むかい？遠藤君がわざわざ用意してくれたんだ。いつも通り飲みたいなら自分で開ければいいよ。
今は遠慮するよ。それにしても遠藤君は気が利くね。そうだ、確か今日から休みだったんだろ？どこか遊びに行くんだっけ？
詳細は聞いてないよ。彼はずっと私の世話をしていたんだ。休みの日くらい彼の好きにさせたいんだ。
Johnny is the care aide you hired for Vaughn? He prepared a bottle of rum, which shows that he knew you'd arrive. Or knew when you'd arrive.
はい。私は1日前もムツキの家を訪ねていて、翌日に会う約束をしていました。遠藤君はその場にいたので、おのずと。
そのお酒は遠藤さんが藤原さんのために用意したんですか？それともムツキ先生もお酒を？
私もムツキも飲みます。泉様、お酒に何か問題があるんでしょうか？
酒の席の打ち合わせがないってわけじゃないけどさ、ちょっと気になっただけ。
私たちは付き合いが長いものですから、話をするときはだいたいこんな感じなんですよ。かれこれ30年はありますね。それに睦月はうつ病になってから、たまに少し酒を飲んでリラックスするようになっていたので。でもあの日は結局、睦月と喧嘩になってしまって、お酒は飲み損ねました。
The police are convinced that you're the culprit. The most concrete evidence is your tie. It was used as the murder weapon. Why did you leave your tie at Vaughn's place?
マスコミはデタラメばかり言ってますが、私と睦月が揉めたことに関しては本当です。すり替え事件が暴露された後、レンスターの立場として犯人が誰であろうと認めるわけにはいかないと考えていました。だから最初は新聞に無実だと唱えるような記事を書かせたんですが、
前から何度も言っているだろう藤原。世論は操作できないんだ。すり替えが事実存在している限り、我々には弁明の余地などないよ。君がしていることは逆に事態を悪化させている。3月から今になってもう8ヶ月経つんだ。なのにこの事件は未だ騒がれている。
すまない。
Shoot.
全部私のせいだ。お前の言うことを聞くべきだったんだ。こうなった以上、もう真実を話すしかない。明日説明会を開いて全てを告白しようと思う。すり替えは私がやったんだ。全ては私が償うべきだ。睦月、レンスターの後はお前に頼んだよ。
それはダメだ。今さら藤原が告白しても何にもならない。マスコミも民衆もそれを認めないだろう。お前はレンスターの捨て駒なんだと思われるだけだ。藤原、君は今さらマスコミや取り巻きが本当に真実を求めているとでも思っているのか。あいつらはレンスターが潰れる結末を欲しているだけだ。
そうか、やっぱり睦月先生は分かってたんだ。当時のあの状況下で、たとえ藤原さんが自首したとしても何の意味も持たないことを、マスコミはすり替えを睦月先生と藤原さんがやったことにする。真犯人が増えるだけだ。
睦月もそう言っていました。
いいか藤原、今マスコミは全てが私の仕業だと言っているんだ。ならそれでいい。説明会は計画通り開いてくれ。私が全てをやったと認める。
I don't know if I trust this guy. Not Vaughn, obviously, but Mr. Myers.
そして鑑定職を引退するよ。これからはもう鑑定や競売には一切関わらない。もうだいぶ長い間仕事をしてきたんだ。ちょうど休み時だよ。
ダメだ。私は納得できない。
I feel like he's like, no time to hydrate. Never trust a man. No, he's not the one I don't trust. He's the one that died. So I don't trust Lawrence Myers. It feels like he's like he does like feel kind of bad, but like it's like the kind of situation where like he feels bad because he got caught kind of situation.
睦月、お前が今まで築き上げてきた功績を私が潰すわけにはいかない。
藤原、いい加減現実を見るんだ。私一人の名誉とレンサーの存続など比べ物にならないだろう。
ムツキ、最近お前の精神状態が不安定なのは知っている。だが自分を卑下するのはやめてくれ。すり替えをしたのは悪いと思っている。でも私は自分がやったことを悔いていない。
Well, see, he doesn't regret doing it.
自分の罪は自分で償うべきだ。お前が前に出る必要はない。
Oh, I see. He meant that as in like, because he's taking responsibility.
私はムツキは当時うつ病だったからそんなことを言っていたんだと思っていました。だから彼を必死になだめようとしたんです。でもそのうち腹が立ってしまって、その時ネクタイを外しました。
Oh, interesting. Why did you swap auction items? Was it for profit?
私は別に金儲けに目がくらんだわけではありません。レンスターは当時評判も良くて商売には困りませんでしたから。私はただあの芸術品を競り落とした成金たちが許せなかっただけです。
You mean that you didn't like your buyers?
なるほど。成金風情に芸術なんかわからないって思ったわけだ。たまにいるよな。お金持ちのステータスとしてコレクターから芸術価値の高い作品を奪うやつが。
Oh yeah, there are people like that.
最近は景気がいいからそういう成金が増えてきた。藤原さんはそれを見かねたと。
It's not even always new money either. Like some rich people, they're just like, they just buy like expensive art just to show it off and like look sophisticated. Just like, it's just like a symbol for them. They don't actually appreciate the art. They have this expensive like piece of like art in their house or something, and they're like, look at this expensive piece of art that I bought. It's so rare. And then, you know, just to show it off.
泉様のおっしゃる通りです。本物のコレクターが競り落とした競売品には手を出したことはありません。
Wait, I never touch any of the items sold to real collectors? Eh? Wait, what happened? Oh, I see.
もちろん、泉様がお買い上げになられた商品もすべて本物です。
He's sweating.
まあ、細工しても俺にはバレるからな。
Yeah, exactly. Marius would know. He's an artist, he can tell.
それとも礼を言っておくべきかな。藤原さんに成金風情だと思われなくて光栄ですって。
恐縮です。泉様は専門家ですから。
What did you do with the money you earned from the black market?
闇市で売りました。売ったお金は私が運営している芸術基金に置かれ、貧しい美大生の資金援助に使っています。
That sounds like too much of a goody two-shoes answer.
ムツキも全部承知の上です。だから彼も今まで見過ごしてくれたんです。
Okay. Were you aware that Vaughn was suicidal?
はい。私もムツキに万が一があるかもしれないと心配して介護士を雇ったんです。
Did you know about the cyanide that the police found in Vaughn's desk drawer?
はい。ですが、それがどうも引っかかるんです。
What do you mean?
ムツキのうつ病はそこまでひどくはなかったんです。ですが、カウンセリングを受けても治る様子はありませんでした。
Oh, was the aide trying to kill him for the money?
しかし去年の9月に急に自殺はやめると言い出して、以前手に入れた青酸カリを遠藤君に処分させたと言ってました。
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait. He actually told me that he was almost back to his normal self. He entrusted Johnny, his care aide, to dispose of the cyanide. Okay, so he did obtain the cyanide, well, or have the cyanide, but even though his depression wasn't that severe?
処分されたはずなのになぜまたムツキの書斎に現れたのか気になってたんです。
Oh, this is weird. Vaughn didn't have any family, but did he have any close friends? Who could have asked to assist him in his suicide?
いえ、ムツキは私より親しい友人はいませんでした。
ムツキ先生の教え子はたくさんいるのに、先生と仲がいい生徒はいなかったのか？
連絡を取っている生徒はいましたが、それ以上でも以下でもありません。私とは比べ物にならない。私はムツキと30年の付き合いになります。すり替え事件もムツキは前々から知っていながら、私を容認していました。私の子供たちが美大の受験をする際に、ムツキは自分から手伝いを買って出てくれたほどです。もし本当に自殺幇助を望んでいたなら、私以外に頼める人はいないと思います。
How about his home care aide, Johnny?
遠藤君は私が雇った介護士だ。人が良くてしっかりしている。ムツキともよくやってくれていた。だが、自殺幇助は違法行為だ。それに彼は、うつ病を患っている人の介護士として相応の対応を知っている。ムツキが頼んだとしても断るだろう。それに他人に迷惑をかけたがらないムツキが頼むとも思えない。
Can you think of anyone who has a major conflict of interest with Vaughn?
いえ、特にそのような人物は思い当たりません。
すり替え事件の被害者はどうなんだ？マスコミの報道を見てムツキ先生を恨んだとか。
私がすり替えをした顧客は常連ではありません。それに被害があったとしても資産に対して影響を及ぼさない。そのために殺人をするとは思えませんが、いや、待ってください。西園寺家ならあり得るかもしれません。
What? Bob Davis?
西園寺健一か。市内で工業機械のパーツ加工を商売にしてる富豪だよ。パックスも以前協力したことがある。一昨年ぐらいに西園寺が賭け事にはまったんだ。それで莫大な借金を背負って結局一家を巻き込んで焼身自殺した。
With everyone in it? Oh my gosh.
確か西園寺健一と妻はその場で死亡。一人息子の西園寺弘樹は未だに病院にいるらしい。
Oh my gosh.
すり替えの件は元はというと西園寺健一のせいで露見したんです。
Oh? Wait, how?
彼が自殺前にレンスターから買い取った絵をうちの競争会社に出品したとかで、あまりにも売り値が安いから競争会社も気になって鑑定をしたようです。普段はムツキの鑑定書があればそれを疑う者はいませんでした。
Wait, what? After Vaughn learned about what happened to Bob, he felt terrible and secretly paid the care facility. Oh, I see.
ムツキは西園寺家のことを知って心を痛めていました。あの焼身自殺で生き残ったのは病院住まいのひろきくんだけです。しかし西園寺健一の悲劇は結局彼が賭け事にはまったからであって、ムツキは私のせいではないでしょう。
Okay.
結局私が競売品をすり替えたのが悪かった。 少し芸術をかじったぐらいで調子に乗って、レンスターだけじゃなく、ムツキまで。本当に、自分はどうしようもないバカだ。
Behind the glass, Lawrence buries his head in his hands and cries his heart out.
なあ、あんたは俺がどうして芸術に興味を持ったと思う？
Lawrence lifts his head and stares at Marius.
あれは5歳の時だった。父さんと兄さんが俺を連れてレンスターの競売会に参加した。有名な作品がたくさんあったよ。でも一番俺の気を引いたのは油絵の風景画だった。高くそびえ立つ雪山のふもとには真っ赤なもみじの森。鳥が森の中に身を潜めて餌を探してた。もみじが木からゆらりと舞い落ちる絵の中から林を駆け抜ける風の音が聞こえた気がしたんだ。睦月先生は俺を知らなかった。でも俺がずっと絵を見てたから親切に解説をしてくれた。有名かどうかは関係なく、心で表現した美は全て芸術だって教えてくれた。
Okay, enjoy.
お金持ちも貧乏人も誰だって芸術の美しさを楽しむ権利がある。先生はそう言ったんだ。
私が愚かだった。ムツキ、すまない。すまない。ここから出られたら、全財産を投げ打ってでも、贋作の落札者たちに賠償をします。レンスターも立て直してみせます。どんなに困難であろうと、ムツキのために必ずやり遂げます。
No, maybe he is actually innocent. Stella City Police Department. Time's up. The officer comes in and takes Lawrence away. Captain Morgan, whom Marius had informed about your arrival, walks in with some files regarding Vaughn's case.
泉さん、また警察署でお会いすることになるとは。それより、例の件、どうもありがとうございました。
Unexpectedly, Darius salutes Marius. Captain Morgan, you...
この前、うちの警官が一人公務で亡くなったんだ。そいつの子供は重病で治療費に困っていた。泉さんの寄付金があったから子供の病気を治せたんだ。
Aww.
礼はいいよ。寄付する時もその子の父親が警察だとは知らなかったから。
Aww. So Marius actually did make donations when I was joking about it earlier. You turn towards Marius and are about to compliment him when you catch him smiling at you. His arms are smugly crossed and his chin held high. He's so expectant of praise that you can practically see his tail wagging. I believe it's the duty of the rich to contribute their wealth to society.
お姉さん、一言ぐらい褒めてくれてもいいんじゃない？
No, not if you're gonna act like that. I'm working. Contain yourself.
睦月の事件は長引いているから残された手がかりは少ない。事件現場は睦月の自宅だ。案内するか？
いや、俺と彼女だけでいい。何かあったらすぐそっちに知らせるから。
Is it because this is an NXX investigation that Marius is trying to avoid entanglements with the police? But Artem seemed to have collaborated with Darius during the Gordon Grant case.
わかった。住所もドアのパスワードも資料に書いてある。
Captain Morgan, how about Mr. Carroll's caretaker, Mr. Bailey? Can I talk to him?
事件の夜、遠藤は睦月の家にいなかった。 犯行の容疑もないし証人でもない。警察側は彼の身柄を確保することはできないが、必要であれば連絡は取ってみる。
That would be greatly appreciated. I think we should at least definitely talk to him. After talking with Darius, Marius drives the two of you to Vaughn's residence, the scene of the crime.
どうしたの？ずっと黙り込んで。
I could it's the same of you. You're usually a chatterbox, so I barely recognize you right now.
多分俺たち同じことを考えてると思うんだよね。せーので一緒に行ってみない？
You're so sure we're thinking about the same thing? Fine. 3, 2, 1.
遠藤達也が怪しい。
Wait, did we say it at the same time? Oh yeah, we both did say the same thing at the same time. Okay. And we thought the same thing. We really are on the same wavelength.
ほら、やっぱり同じこと考えてた。俺のは当てずっぽうだけど、そっちはちゃんとした根拠があるんでしょ？お姉さんは優しいから教えてくれるよね。
All right, starting analysis. After meeting up with Lawrence, you and Marius all believe Johnny to be highly suspicious because the reappearing cyanide and the ones who knew about the visit. Yeah. The victim in this case is Vaughn Carroll, and Lawrence Myers is the primary suspect. Assuming someone was wronged by Lester, you'd think they would strike when both Vaughn and Lawrence were present. Aside from Vaughn himself, the only person who knew of Lawrence's visit on the 12th was Johnny.
俺はそこで遠藤も藤原同様に怪しいって思った。で、彼の容疑を深めたのが青酸カリ。
Exactly. After Vaughn stopped having suicidal thoughts, he told Johnny to dispose of the cyanide. You can't haphazardly dispose of something as dangerous as cyanide, but it eventually found its way back into Vaughn's desk drawer.
遠藤は六月先生の身辺介護をしてるから、青酸カリを引き出しの中に戻すのは簡単だ。でも、なんで遠藤はそんなことをしたんだ？
Although Mr. Bailey holds much suspicion, I can't come up with a motive.
俺にもさっぱりだ。彼も競売品すり替え事件の被害者なのか？
Lester's auctions are for the rich and powerful. From what I know of the average income for caretakers, he likely doesn't have the finances to participate.
まあいいや、今考えたって無駄だしね。岩崎さんが遠藤に連絡を取ってくれてるんだ。会って直接話を聞こう。
You two soon reach the neighborhood that Vaughn's house is in. Outside the neighborhood. Oh, yeah, rich houses. Cottage Estate G7. It should be here, right? Marius, look! Is that Mr. Bailey? Oh. A young man in plain clothing not far away catches your attention. The young man bears a striking resemblance to the photo in the files that Darius gave you.
本当だ。
Why is he here? Marius compares him with the picture and affirms your suspicion.
探す手間が省けたね。ねえ、少し協力してくれない？俺たちの素性がバレたらまずいからさ。
Oh, okay. You have a feeling that something's off, but before you have the time to think, Marius puts an arm around your shoulders and catches up to Johnny.
どうも、この別荘地に住んでる方ですか？ G の7ってどう行けばいいか知りませんか？
G の7に行かれるのですか？
そうなんですよ。競売に出るって聞いたんで、 今日は彼女とその別荘の見学に来たんです。
Oh, this is what he's doing. Yeah, we heard it's a good deal, so we wanted to check it out. You knew it. Marius took this opportunity to mess with you.
G の7はここから近いですけど、あそこは殺人事件が起きたんです。あまりおすすめしませんよ。
それは知ってます。司法機関の競売サイトに出てるんですからね。それに値段も安いですし。男なら別荘の一つでも持ってみろって彼女の親父さんに言われたのでちょうどいいと思って。
We heard the previous owner was a good man, so we wanted to look at the house to better understand the situation. We're okay with it as long as he didn't die a horrible death.
死に際は穏やかだったそうですよ。
You knew the owner?
僕はその家の介護士だったんです。
それは奇遇ですね。よければ案内してもらえませんか？ついでにその事件のことを教えてもらえると助かります。
わかりました。ちょうど僕もそこに少し用事があったんです。一緒に行きましょう。
本当にありがとうございます。お兄さん、お名前は？
遠藤と言います。
Oh, he came up with a good cover. Oh, debate time. Someone is impersonating a bank employee and selling credit cards to steal personal information. Uh-oh. Okay. Apply for one of our cards and try it out. Keep pressing and I'll have a reason to suspect something. What it said, it's too fast. Oh, I'm out of empathy, so we'll go for this one. If you're short on money, we're your best bet. I need logic. There must be hidden risks if you're so eager to sell. Who says I need identification to be a bank employee? Oh, oops, I did the wrong one. That's okay. You have no credible ID. You're impersonating a bank teller. Looking for a card? With your beauty, I'll help you get any credit card score you want. Let's see. If I wanted to apply, I missed the rest. Oh, that gets covered, the bottom part. Oh, and I suspect you have something ill intent. Oh, I'm out of everything else. Prove that you're a legitimate bank teller. That is all. Johnny takes you to Vaughn's house. Everything is locked and the curtains are drawn. No one seems to have been here since the police investigation ended.
管理会社からパスワードを聞いてくるから、ちょっと待ってて。
Before Marius can finish, the door unlocks with a click. Johnny had opened it. Vaughn's residence.
パスワード変えてなかったのか。
I just noticed he has a stain on his shirt. There's a complicated look on Johnny's face. You can't tell what he's feeling.
どうぞ。
You two follow him inside. The interior strongly smells of dust. After the dust settles a little, all three of you sit down in the living room and start talking about Vaughn's death. You keep your eye on Johnny, trying to study him. At a glance, he seems calm and at ease, nothing out of the ordinary. But there's something off about this guy. Mm-hmm, there is. The stain. Is that food? Is that an oil stain near his button? Did it happen while he was eating? No. The scent around him is coming from the stain, and it doesn't smell like food. Huh. Medicine? Is that an oil stain near his button? Huh. The smell. Medicine? Is it coming from the stain? Did some medicine rub off on his clothing? It's a medicinal oil that's used for traumatic injuries and burns. He doesn't look like he's injured. Huh. Okay. His scarf might be hiding something too. Strange dress style, yeah. Even though the scarf looks big and heavy, it actually looks nice on Johnny. His scarf is wide enough to cover up most of his face if pulled up. It isn't that cold right now. Is he wearing it to be fashionable? His scarf is... what did I say? His scarf is heavy and large. Is he cold? It isn't that cold right now. He must be extremely sensitive to the temperature. Let me see. I need to bring this up. Oh, wait. What's that on? Oh, never mind. I need to bring this closer. Let me look. What's on his face? He has nice skin, and he even applied some makeup. A man that knows how to present himself really draws your attention, even if they are wearing plain clothing. Domestic workers don't usually have the time to dress up this much. Is Johnny on break right now? Every time I see Marius, he always has this perfect look. I wonder how much time he spends grooming himself every day. I need to turn up the brightness, I think. There we go. Welcome back. What else is there? Trying to find something out of place, but I'm not seeing anything right now. There was a stain on his shirt. The fact that he's wearing a scarf and it's not cold. His makeup. Or his skin. No, that's not what I mean to do. No, that's the same thing. Okay. Hello. wonder. Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything. Nothing else seems out of place for his shirt, I think. His hair doesn't seem to be out, like, there's something odd about his hair. Oh, I keep doing that. Oh, wait. Oh. His fingers are slender and elegant, somewhat like Marius's. But his right hand, is that a callus on the outer part of his pinky? That's an odd place for a callus. Domestic workers usually develop calluses on the palms or bases of their fingers. How would you get callus there? No, this inference doesn't hold up. I better think things through again. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, no. It is a strange dress style. And then this... No, this is right, this is right. Johnny has a refined air and is attentive to his style of dress. He doesn't seem like a domestic worker. I was right the first time.
遠藤さん、ここに住んでたのはどんな人だったんですか？どうして急に亡くなったんでしょうか？
この家の前の主人は六月浩二と言います。美術品の鑑定士でした。彼が勤めていた競売店が贋作をオークションに出してるのがバレて、そこのオーナーが彼に全責任を取らせようとしてそれで二人は口論になってしまって、そのオーナーが激怒して彼を絞め殺したんです。
Oh my gosh! Over such a small matter? That's terrible! Oh, what happened? Oh, that was weird. Okay.
そんなこと？あいつらが偽物を売ってどれだけの被害を出したか知ってるんですか？
すみません、詐欺師の肩を持つわけじゃないんですけど、話し方にトゲがあるというか、元雇い主とはあまり仲が良くないんですね。
そういうわけでは。仕事は仕事ですので、六月さんのお世話はしっかりさせていただきました。
Johnny stares at Marius for a short while and then sighs.
彼は優しかったですよ。僕に油絵を教えてくれました。でも、彼がやったことはどうも気に入りませんでした。
You said he passed away peacefully. You can pass away peacefully when strangled to death?
それは、彼はうつ病を患っていました。ずっと自殺しようとしてたんです。オーナーとの喧嘩は事の発端だったけど、彼もこの世に未練がなかったんじゃないかな。警察から事件は自殺幇助で、傷害致死ではないと聞きました。
Johnny's words combine with the police and media have reported. However, it feels like he believes the media's version more. Johnny took care of Mr. Carroll for a long while. Mr. Carroll even entrusted him to get rid of his cyanide. His trust in Johnny was unquestionable. But he must know something about what happened in the item swapping scandal. It's odd he would choose to believe the media. You throw Marius a glance and decide to see if you can get more out of Johnny about what happened that night. Oh, questioning time.
自殺幇助って違法ですよね。雇い主から自殺に協力するよう頼まれなくてよかったですね。でも雇い主が勤め先のオーナーと揉めてたなら、なぜ止めに入らなかったんですか？殺人を犯すほどの大騒ぎだったんでしょ？
Yeah, where did they fight? Don't tell me that this place's soundproofing is so good that you didn't hear anything. That'd actually be a perk.
あの日は休みだったんです。でなければ絶対引き止めてました。むつきさんは書斎で亡くなったんです。本当にこの家を買うなら書斎はリフォームした方がいいかもしれません。
Not just the study, but this bedroom too. I won't be able to sleep otherwise. I heard that caring for people with depression is a 24-hour job. How did you manage to get a vacation? Looks like your employer wasn't half bad.
彼は去年の4月にうつ病の診断を受けました。それで彼のオーナーが僕を雇って半年間年中無休でした。11月頃、突然むつきさんから休暇をもらったんです。気分が良くなったからどうぞって。ちょうど僕も隣県の菊を見たかったので、お言葉に甘えることにしたんです。でも、まさか当日にこんなことが起きるとは思ってませんでした。翌日警察から電話をいただいて、急いで戻った時はもう。
People usually take the high-speed rail to other states. I can check Johnny Bailey's travel records. Time to hydrate. Your line of work is so difficult. It must be nerve-wracking to care for someone with depression day in and day out.
それほどじゃないですよ。うつ病は実は風邪とかと同じで、一般的な病気ですから。
He's right.
彼らには付き添いが必要なだけです。友人や親族が風邪の時に心配するのと同じです。
I thought your employer was suicidal. How do you handle that?
だからこそ日々の生活に気をつけて、悲劇を起こさないように心がけるんですよ。
へえ。それであなたは雇い主にどういう風に付き添ってたんですか？踏み込んだ質問かもしれませんけど、ちょっと気になりまして。今はストレス社会ですし、俺も鬱になるかもしれませんからね。
むつきさんは生産カリを持ってました。どこから仕入れたのかわかりませんが、ずっと書斎の引き出しにしまってて。
What? He hid poison? Did you throw it away?
毒を所持していても、私が管理している限りは使わせません。叱るべき報告手続きも行いましたので。それに無理やり奪って処理しようとすれば、刺激して自殺を促してしまうかもしれませんから。
Well, there's some logic in that, actually. That makes sense. Why didn't he say anything about how Vaughn asked him to dispose of the cyanide? That's what I was curious about too. Aha, yeah. This. Okay, so I think Lawrence is also in on this as well. Like, he may feel guilty and feel bad, but I don't think he's being completely honest. I think there's something involved. You know what I think? I think he's the one that personally hired this guy. Like, handpicked him. For a reason.
この周辺を回ってみますか。僕でよければ案内しましょうか。
大丈夫です。自分たちで見てみますから。聞き忘れてましたけど、もしかしてあなたもこの家を買いに？だとしたらライバルですね。
冗談を言わないでください。別荘なんて買えるわけないですよ。そんなお金があれば。
Johnny's face suddenly darkens, as if he was reminded of something sad. Realizing both you and Marius are staring at him, Johnny gives you an embarrassed smile and changes the subject.
今日はむつきさんにお別れを言いに来たんです。僕も実家に戻ることになって。
Oh, it's a good thing we caught him. You're not gonna stay in Stelis?
大都市は生活コストが高いですから、田舎の方が居心地がいいんです。
True. Even city dwellers like us long for a life in the countryside. Don't let us keep you. We'll make sure to lock the doors when you're done. When we're done.
では、僕は2階の書斎にお参りをしたら帰りますので。
Oh, what?
お邪魔じゃなければご一緒しても？この家を買うかもしれませんし、前のご主人にご挨拶しておきたいので。
Marius puts his arm around Johnny's shoulders as if they were good friends. He whispers to Johnny in a low voice.
人が亡くなった家って少し気遅れするところあるでしょ？遠藤さんがいるうちに上を見ておきたいんですよ。あなたがいないと正直心細くて、彼女の前でヘマしたら結婚の話も水の泡になるかもしれませんし。
Wait, hold on. Wait, what did he say before? Oh, I see. You heard everything. So much for whispering.
ああ、わかりました。一緒に上がりましょう。
Johnny helplessly shakes his head and starts making his way upstairs. You and Marius immediately follow. Marius even takes out his phone to snap a few pictures of the house, taking his role as a house buyer seriously. You feel your phone vibrate when you reach the study. You check your phone and see a message from Marius. Johnny's background is being looked into. We'll have answers soon. Sus. Ooh, investigation time. Vaughn's study. Vaughn's study is quite messy. According to Johnny, no one has touched it since the incident.
睦月さんは膨大な蔵書と資料を整理しない方でした。片付けられたら逆に見つからなくなると言われたもので。
Johnny lets out a long sigh and lowers his head in silent mourning in front of Vaughn's desk. Once he finishes paying his respects, he gives the wall of bookshelves one last look. It is no quick glance, almost as if he wishes to have the whole room imprinted into his memory.
他に用がなければ、僕は先に失礼します。
はい、今日はありがとうございました。
Johnny is about to walk out of the room, but he suddenly turns and asks you two something.
この部屋の競売はいつですか？
多分来週の木曜日以降じゃないですか？裁判の判決が出てからじゃないと売り出せないでしょうし。聞いたところ、ここの主人には遺産相続人がいないとかで、売却金はアート基金と療養施設に寄付されるそうですよ。
Johnny seems surprised, but then he bids farewell to you. Doesn't he despise Mr. Carroll? Just now it looked as if he cared a great deal.
態度もまるで墓参りって感じだったな。もっとも殺人事件の現場にお参りする人なんて初めて見たけど。
Are you saying you don't believe he was here to pay respects at all? I don't think he was either.
その可能性が高い。だとすれば、今日彼がここに来た本当の目的は何だ？
Let's comb through this scene and see what we can dig up. One second, I need to turn my lamp on. It's getting dark. All right, let me bring my to bring this closer to me here. All right. a delicate box. Is that real leather? What could be inside? Nothing? Talk about letdowns.
このパソコンの中、専門資料はもちろん、市内の図書館でさえ調べられない資料まである。
Judging by the browser history, he has been following the public opinions on the item swapping scandal. And baby theft at Stella City Hospital January 8th. Huh? He has been looking up news related to this old case in April and May.
30年前の事件だ。先生はずっと独身のはず。まさか、本当は子供がいたけど盗まれた。
Looking it up after 30 years? That doesn't make sense. Judging by the news, most of the stolen babies were never found. How sad. Suddenly, Marius finds an intriguing folder.
このフォルダにはパスワードがかかってる。
Try the house's front door password. Could it be that?
試したけど違った。ほら、ここにヒントが書いてある。誰しも魂に炎が宿っている。これはゴッホが弟のテオに出した手紙の内容だ。
Oh. Van Gogh. So the password is related to his paintings? Let's see. Alright. Files and folders are scattered across the floor. This is a mess. Looks like no one came to tidy up the place since his death so long ago. Sketches, sculptures, history of medieval art. Huh? A bottle of rum in the adjacent cabinet? Putting rum and books together on the shelves. You must really like rum. There's a business card tucked away in Von Carroll's notebook.
鴻上直樹開業医
Huh? Did Von Carroll see him for his depression?
それは違う。資料に六木先生の主治医が書いてあったはずだろ。
How come you missed that? Now that Marius mentioned it, you take out the files and try to find his psychologist's name. It's Dr. Richter! Artem did mention that Von Carroll's case is listed in the X note because of abnormalities during his treatment. If Vin was his attending psychologist, could he also be...
どうしたの？変な顔して。わかった。左京が全部話したんだな。
No, Mr. Wing didn't reveal anything to me. You and Marius are both trying to avoid mentioning NXX, but both of you knew what each other meant.
森月もそうなんじゃないかって思ってるんだろう。
I haven't decided to join NXX yet. You don't have to tell me.
さすがは弁護士先生だな。わかった。もう少し内緒にしとく。
You glare at Marius and turn the subject back to Von Carroll's doctor. So who could this Dr. Jenkins be?
秘書に調べさせとく。
Okay. There are a lot of crumpled pieces of paper in the trash can. How does an artist feel when throwing away a painting that doesn't meet their standards? The chair sitting beside the glass table must be prepared for guests. What kind of people got to sit down and chat with an artist like him? I wonder. A black and white painting of sunflowers sits on top of the at the top of the bookcase at the center. Oh yeah. 518? Does this mean it was finished on May 18th of last year?
年代は書かれてないから確定はできないな。
This vase with 3 sunflowers is an imitation of Van Gogh's original painting. I thought the original was colored. This one's in black and white.
うつ病になった芸術家の目に映る世界はモノクロだって言われてる。彼らが見る世界は全て薄暗くて彩りが失われてるそうだ。まるで色あせた写真のように色が消えてしまった世界なんだって。そんな人たちを芸術の神に見捨てられた人々だっていうやつもいる。俺はたとえ煉獄の苦痛に身を置いても彼らは美を書き留めたかったんだって思う。彼らはただ世界を俺たちとは異なる視点で観察して解釈してるだけなんだ。
Have you specifically studied artists with depression?
まあね、フローレンス美術学院にいた頃、ゴッホに惹かれた時期があっていろいろ調べたんだ。心配しないで、俺はうつ病なんかにならないから。
Okay, that's what I was worried about.
まあ、俺がうつ病になったとしてもすぐに復活して色とりどりの美しい傑作を描くけどね。
Can't you wish for something a little less ominous? Oh, cancel. Alright. We need to find 4 more things. 4 more pieces of key info. What's over here? What's that? The easel has fallen to the floor. Oh, an unfinished painting's still on it. I better leave it alone not to contaminate the crime scene. Let's see. Is this the couch? There's something here though. Wait, hold on. Aha. The sofa cushions are scratched up, just like what the police report said. It must have been extremely painful for Mr. Carroll. To be able to suppress your survival instincts in such a situation. Mr. Carroll really must have wanted to die.
自殺にはものすごい勇気が必要だ。普通の人なら苦痛が少なくて手早く死ねる方法を選ぶ。窒息死、特に絞殺は通常死ぬまで1分以上かかるらしい。生きたいと少しでも思ってたなら犯行はできたはずだ。六月先生はすり替え事件のことを死にたくなるほど悔やんでたのか。犯人は先生じゃないのに先生だって被害者なんだ。
Look, Marius, I think I see something tucked between the cushions at the center. Marius pushes the cushions aside and finds a dry flower petal.
もう匂いがしないな。後でビッグデータセンターで画像認識をしてみるか。
Oh, Dago wants to come in. One moment, I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Anything else here? Don't think so. The black and white paintings of sunflowers. Did Von Carroll draw all of these? Thank you! An artist who preferred monotones. Could this be how he saw the world? The chair Von Carroll sat on when working. There's a thick layer of dust on it. I better keep this kind of sentiments to myself. I really don't want to upset Marius even more. Was there anything I haven't looked at yet? Wait, hold on. Oh! The lock on the window was broken. It won't lock. The window overlooks the backyard of Von Carroll's house.
ここの庭は低木で囲まれてる。成人男性なら簡単に乗り越えて庭に潜入できるだろう。
The roof of that small cabin is right beneath the window. There are also some discarded desks and chairs on the roof. What is the use of the cabin?
多分物置じゃないかな。よい。
Oops, shoot. Marius, what are you doing? While you are still talking, Marius puts his hands on the windowsill and flips out of the window. To your surprise, he drops onto the roof of the tool shack.
顔真っ青だぞ。心配してくれたの？この屋根、どこかおかしいと思わないか？
Marius stands on a discarded desk and puts both arms on the windowsill. He looks at you leisurely with his chin resting on the back of his hand. Do you mean someone could easily spy on the study simply by standing on the rooftop?
その通り。ほら、小屋の外側には屋根まで登れるはしごがあるし、簡単にここまで登れそうだ。
Huh.
遠藤も藤原も身長は俺より低いけど、もう一脚椅子を重ねれば問題ないはずだ。
Huh. So we have reasons to suspect someone other than Lawrence was here on the night, but was not caught by the surveillance cameras. Okay, there's two more things we need to look for. Let's see. Files on Johnny. Born on January 7th. 30 years old. Johnny is from Stellis and lives in the suburbs. Wait, didn't he say he was going back to his hometown?
郊外とはいえ、ステラ市民が実家に戻るって言い方は引っかかるな。実家に戻るのって実は嘘なんじゃないの？
Johnny graduated from a vocational school at 21 and had since been with home care household services. He suddenly resigned last January and started working for Bliss and Bless Household Services at the end of March. He was soon employed by Lawrence to care for Vaughn.
どれどれ？そうか。遠藤の親はもう病気で亡くなってたのか。1月に急に辞めたって待遇に不満でもあったのか。まあいい。退職に関しては担当者に確認すればわかる。
Get his interview. Are you saying home care household services is one of yours again?
もちろん、パックス傘下の会社だ。
The ceramic vase looks to be an antique. The vase holds fake flowers. Now that the owner is gone, even the never withering flowers become what? Even the never withering flowers become faded? Alright. One more thing. Let's find one more thing. The folder contains profiles on Bob's family. Lawrence is right. Von Carroll did study this case.
一般人っていいよね。西園寺家の資料には西園寺健一本人以外家族の写真が一枚もない。ネットで泉家を検索すれば俺のおじいちゃんとおばあちゃんの写真まで出てくるのに。
You're not gonna go cry, woe is me, for being born into a noble family, are you?
まあね。
According to this, Bob committed suicide on January 7th, the 29th birthday of his son Bobby. Bobby is hospitalized for severe burns. There's no telling if he's even gonna make it through this alive. Wait!
西園寺健一は芸術に疎かったけど、息子の弘樹は美術雑誌の編集者だった。西園寺家の経済力が上がってから息子を芸術の世界に送り込んだんだろうね。
Wait. So Bob burned down his house with everyone in it. Was Johnny in that fire? 'Cause he had a medicinal, he had a medicine stain, and that medicine was used for burns.
見る目はなかったけど、本当に芸術が好きだったんだろうな。
Sometime into the investigation, the result on Johnny's background check has come back.
11月12日。確かに遠藤はステラ市にいなかった。
Really? Darn.
10時30分の電車で隣の県に行って、13時40分にホテルにチェックインした。
Okay.
帰りは11月13日の9時20分で、11月15日のチケットを変更した記録が残ってる。警察の連絡を受けて、急遽予定を変えたんだろうな。
Yeah. How do you even know the time he checked into a hotel?
もちろん。なんせそのホテルは。
Ah. Wait, don't tell me. It's one of yours, isn't it?
ご名答。遠藤の他の情報は、睦月先生が入手したプロファイルと一致してた。でも、俺の秘書の話によると、遠藤が福禄寿を辞めた理由が少し変なんだ。宝くじが当たったから、仕事を辞めて楽に暮らすって言ってたらしい。
He quit because he said that he won the lottery? Wait, he won the lottery? His appearance didn't strike me as someone who'd just struck gold. He also said he couldn't afford a place like this. Money seemed like an awkward topic for him. Needless to say, both you and Marius are confused. Oh, he could have been lying. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. Utilizing Marius's privileged access to the big data lab, you check for lottery information in recent years and find nothing that indicates that Johnny won the lottery. Yeah, okay, so he was lying. You compare Johnny's files again to the information found in Von's study and stumble upon a coincidence. Marius, look at Johnny's and Bobby's birthdays. Before you can finish, Marius's phone rings. His assistant is on the line. Marius's face grows increasingly serious. He hangs up the phone and sighs.
あの鴻上って開業医のことを突き止めた。あんたの推測は正しいかもしれない。
Aha, yeah, no, I noticed the birthday thing. Alright, time for another debate. Against a community guard. A neighborhood security guard insists that you and Marius are thieves. We're not thieves. I don't care. Leave now or I'll call the police. Jumping to conclusions? I don't have any more logic. Okay, let's attack the logic argument. There's no need for surveillance. You two are clearly thieves. Do you have proof? Okay. I don't have logic right now. I'll attack with empathy. Where's the person that brought you two here? Check the surveillance video if you still don't believe it. Two strangers appearing in a murder house? You must be thieves! Attack with empathy is a well, you know. It's like the same thing, you know. Kill them with kindness kind of thing. Okay, so logic, I need intuition. The house has smart locks. How could we have opened them if we're thieves? Jumping to conclusions, you don't seem like a very professional guard. That is all. Okay. We're still in Vaughn's study. You and Marius have found much information on Vaughn's study, including Johnny's files and files on Bob's family. After comparing them, you make a bold assumption based on the information you've uncovered. At the same time, Marius found out that the private doctor Vaughn contacted did not provide psychological services.
鴻上の診療所に通う客の多くは芸能人か富豪。だからプライバシーが厳重に守られてる。その診療所で一番稼いでるサービスは親子鑑定だ。西園寺はその客の一人だった。
Aha! So he was trying to see if Johnny was his son. Or someone's son. Mr. Davis was looking for his child? Then my guess was right. Johnny may be Mr. Davis's lost son. Johnny may be Bob's son. Bob's son. The most obvious coincidence is the birthday and the ointment. No? Okay.
これらの情報に関連性があるとは思えないな。
Okay, no, on their own they do. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you for the follow. Maybe the birthday and the baby theft case? Yeah. No? Hmm.
これらの情報に関連性があるとは思えないな。
Let me see. Wait, no, this. Yeah. Bobby and Johnny were both born on January 7th, and they'll both be 30 years old this year. Time to hydrate. Oh. Oh.
けど、西園寺健一は今までずっと一人息子しかいないって言ってたそうだ。
Let me see. Johnny may be Bob's son. The most obvious coincidence is... Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. This would make sense if one of the twins was stolen after being born. On January 8th that year, there was an infant theft case at the public hospital, and Bobby's and Johnny's birthdays both happened to be January 7th.
ムツキ先生もおそらく俺たちと同じように考えたんだろうな。だからあの事件を調べてたんだ。先生はずっと独身で親しい女性もいなかった。だから親子鑑定の医者も赤ん坊の窃盗事件の記事の収集もきっと遠藤絡みだろう。今まで判明した遠藤の行動から見て、おそらく西園寺健一は親子鑑定の報告書を見たんだ。
Bob may have already received the results of the paternity test and contacted Johnny because... Are you saying that's why Johnny quit his job? He obviously didn't win the lottery, but he claimed as much and quit. The real reason is probably that he found his biological father.
つまり、遠藤は親子鑑定の報告書を見た西園寺健一と連絡を取ったんだろうな。遠藤からすれば、目が覚めたらいつの間にか王子様になってましたって感じだろう。でもまさか、待ち構えてたのが天国じゃなく地獄だったとは思いもしなかったんだろうな。
Just now, did you notice that medicinal oil stain on Johnny's shirt?
洋服についてた薬？ああ、軟膏のことか。
Yep. I was just thinking how familiar that scent was. I have the same thing at home in case I burn myself while prepping food.
西園寺弘樹はやけどで入院してる。自分の出生を知った遠藤は彼を訪ねたんだろう。その時、うっかり軟膏が洋服についたのかもな。
With this circumstantial evidence, we can be more certain that Johnny knew he was part of Bob's family.
さすが、見事な観察力だな。普段俺のこともそんな感じで見てくれればいいのに。
I only save it for suspects. We always thought that Johnny was suspicious, but we couldn't mark him as a suspect because he didn't have a motive to kill Mr. Carroll. However, if he was indeed Mr. Davis's son, then we have a motive.
診療所は六月先生に遠藤のことを教えた。それで先生は遠藤は復讐のために自分のそばに来たんだと悟ったんだ。だから遠藤が手を出した時、罪を償おうとした六月先生は全く抵抗しなかった。
Wait, how is Mr. Carroll connected to Bob again? Why did... I guess it'll come up again. But he wasn't the one who swapped the items, so why would he feel guilty?
うつ病のせいで悲観的に物事を考えてたからかもしれない。俺の秘書に頼んで親子鑑定の結果を入手させてみる。今のままじゃ俺たちの推測を裏付ける証拠がないからな。 裁判
Shoot. Sorry, Marius. Let's assume Johnny was the killer. How did he do it? Even if he knew about Lawrence's visit, he had no way of knowing that he'd take off his tie. I think he must have had a plan ready, but he changed it when a better opportunity presented itself, namely the tie. Johnny's original murder plan might have been rum. Oh. Oh no. Okay.
これらの情報に関連性があるとは思えないな。
Let me see. Time of death. Okay. Rum. Yes. Maybe these two? Wait. No?
これらの情報に関連性があるとは思えないな。
Wait. No. Wait. Oh, shucks.
これらの情報
I think I tried that already. The rum has to be involved. Yeah.
そうだ。あのラム酒のことを覚えてる。
The one that Lawrence was talking about? The one that Johnny prepared for them? Right. Not just the rum, but what Johnny was tasked to do with the cyanide. His original plan was probably to poison the rum.
ああ、藤原と睦月先生は話しながら酒を飲む習慣があった。そして遠藤の手元にはちょうど睦月先生からもらった青酸カリがあったからな。
If Vaughn and Lawrence drank the rum on the night of the 12th, then Johnny could tell the poison that Vaughn poisoned the drinks. That Vaughn had a fight with Lawrence over the scandal. Which the media had blown out of proportion. Oh shoot, I accidentally tapped it. Something about his depression. He was already suicidal and decided to take his own partner's life with him. It'd be the perfect plan.
でも結局睦月先生たちはお酒を飲まなかった。そのせいで彼の本来の計画が大幅に狂った。だから藤原が残したネクタイを使って先生を殺して都合よく藤原に濡れ衣を着せたんだ。
Wait. Oh, okay. So for some reason, for some reason, I thought Lawrence was there as he was, supposedly killed himself. But I guess what happened was he took off his tie, he threw it on the couch, and then he left. And then people thought that he used that tie to kill himself. Okay, my voice. How did Johnny keep an eye on what was happening in the study? And how did he time the murder right after Lawrence's departure? This. Oh no. Okay. This. This. I know. He was standing on the roof of the tool shack, eavesdropping on every action in the study.
そうだな。 ここの庭って壁がなくて入りやすいし、夜は暗くて視界が悪い。藤原が帰った後で物置小屋の屋根から書斎の窓へ登ったんだろう。だからドアにあった防犯カメラには遠藤が映ってなかった。
Then how does that explain the fact that he checked into the hotel? Johnny probably noticed that Mr. Carroll wasn't resisting when he tried to kill him. That's why he put the rest of the cyanide back into Mr. Carroll's desk drawer. He did it to mislead the police into believing that Mr. Carroll was suicidal.
あの毒入りのラム酒もその晩のうちに遠藤が処分したはずだ。
Let's assume that all our assumptions are right. How do we disprove Johnny's alibi? They are twins. Twins! Johnny and Bobby are identical twins.
それって遠藤が西園寺弘樹の名義でチケットを買って本当は事件当日の夜ステラ市に戻ってたってこと？
Yeah, if they're identical twins, Johnny could have bought a two-way ticket under his own name and boarded the train, but returned to Stellis using Bobby's identity.
そしてまた西園寺の名義で隣の県に戻り、警察から連絡を受けて自分の名義でここに戻ってきた。
That's
な
it.
るほどね。わかった。西園寺弘樹の乗車記録を調べさせとく。
I need to get my I need to make sure to not keep my finger so close to the screen so I don't accidentally tap it. Bobby's hospitalized. If the records show Bobby riding the high-speed rail, it'll be very hard for Johnny to argue his way out.
残りは六月先生のパソコンにあるパスワード付きのフォルダだな。この件と何か関係があるといいけど。
Let's look around the room some more. Hopefully we'll find the password somewhere. All right. Okay, let's see. What can we find this time? You and Marius found a lot of information regarding Bob's incident in Vaughn's study. Judging by the information obtained, Johnny is likely Bob's son and Bobby's twin brother. Marius asked his assistant to... Marius asked his assistant to find a way to obtain the paternity report from the private doctor for us to use in court. While waiting, you and Marius continue to search for clues in Vaughn's study, trying to find a way to access the protected folder on the computer.
誰しも魂に炎が宿っている。ゴッホの絵のことか？
His sunflowers are quite renowned. There's more than one sunflower painting in the room. Let's check them out. Are the numbers on there? Hold on. A black and white painting of sunflowers sits at the top of the bookcase on the left. The numbers! The numbers! 7-9. It was finished July 9th.
多分な。同じ年に描かれたなら、この絵は今まで見た作品の後に描かれたものになる。
This painting has 15 sunflowers.
ゴッホの描いたひまわりシリーズの中には、15輪のひまわりの絵が3枚ある。
Oh.
その一つはイギリスにあるんだ。今度機会があったら一緒に見に行かないか？
Oh, what? All the way to England? Sure. Going to an art exhibition with you sounds fun. Oh, okay. Okay. That's the next one. Oopsies. That one. A black and white painting of sunflowers sits at the top of the bookcase on the right. This painting has 12 sunflowers. Despite it being black and white, the flowers look as if they're blooming like fire.
ゴッホは農村の光景が好きだったんだ。彼の作品には生に対する情熱がこもってた。 ゴッホは色彩に対して独特のこだわりがあるんだ。真筆を見れば一層実感できるんだけどな。
12 flowers. Is 12 part of the password? $6.23. This painting must have been completed after the vase with 3 flowers.
年代は書かれてないから確定はできないけど、もしかしたらな。
Okay. You pick up the easel that has fallen to the floor. It's in color this time. This painting's in color, but it looks unfinished. The background hasn't been colored in yet.
この絵、六月先生が描いたんじゃないな。というか、六月先生だけが描いたものじゃない。
How can you tell?
この絵は異なる筆のタッチで描かれてる。そのうち一つはうまいとは言い難い。
You can tell just by looking at it?
油絵は水彩とか他の絵よりタッチが分かりやすいからな。この絵の最初のスケッチは六月先生が描いたものだ。でも色をつけたのは別のやつだな。そいつは油絵を始めてからまだ日が浅いみたいだ。筆の入りに迷いがある。
It must have been Johnny.
緊張してたのか、あるいは。
You wait for the rest of Marius' sentence, but he suddenly stops speaking. Or maybe what?
いや、なんでもない。とにかくこれは六月先生の絵じゃないってこと。ちなみにこの絵の真筆は戦争に巻き込まれて焼かれたから、もうこの世には存在してないんだ。
There's no date on this painting, only 2 words.
書き終わってないから仕方ないか。トゥテオ。テオはおそらくゴッホの弟テオドルス・ファン・ゴッホのことだ。テオはゴッホにとって一番親しい人で、ゴッホの忠実なファンだった。
I didn't know Van Gogh had a brother. Let's see. A table with a glass surface. No one has wiped it for a long time, so it's really dusty now. If I don't want my cloth to be a tablecloth, I gotta be careful while doing my investigations. What have we not looked at yet? One more thing. Yep, I already know you can get to the roof of the shack from the window. While searching the paintings on the bookcase, you find the back panel of a particular cabinet a bit strange. When your fingers hit the back panel, it sounds hollow. Could something be hidden behind it? You feel along the edges of the back panel and it suddenly pops open. A notebook is hidden inside. Is this a ledger on Lester's dealings on the black market?
東湖周遊。この絵の親戚は本当に闇市に流れてたのか。
So, is it a famous work?
一般的には広まってないけど、知る人ぞ知るって感じかな。2年前、ある氷菓子がこの絵を気に入って大金を出して買おうとしたらしい。あの人のおかげでこの絵の値段は高騰したけど、売ってくれる人はいなかった。
Les just sold the counterfeit of this painting to Bob. They sold it to Bob.
間違いないか。
It's right here in the ledger. However, there's no record of the buyer of the authentic piece.
遠藤が睦月先生の家に来たわけがよくわかったよ。
You mean he was here for this painting?
もちろん、氷菓子の人に売る。あいつが西園寺健一の貸主なんだよ。
What you're saying is that although Lake Tahoe's market value may not be very high, Bob's creditor treasured it as a priceless item. If Bob had given this painting to his creditor, he probably could have cleared all his debts.
かもな。でも残念ながら、西園寺がレンスターから買った東湖周遊は贋作だった。
Oh.
これで、西園寺家が借金で追い詰められて死んだのに、遠藤がレンスターを恨むわけが分かった。
Oh, there's the motive.
最後にこの絵の親戚を手に入れて、ステラ氏から去るつもりなんだろうな。フォルダのパスワードは10桁。他の作品はゴッホと関係がない。パスワードはひまわりの絵の中に隠されてるのか。
If it's 10 digits, it must have something to do with the sunflowers. The hints to the password are hidden in the sunflowers because... I think it's the dates. Uh-huh. And the number of flowers. Each sunflower painting is dated, and you can clearly count the number of sunflowers in each painting. My guess is that if we line up the paintings by their dates, the resulting string of numbers from the sunflowers will be the password.
同じ年に描いたとして、作画日の順番に並べたひまわりの数は3本、12本、15本。最後は途中まで描いた5本のひまわりだから、3121155。でもこれじゃ桁が足りないな。
Isn't there a word on the back of the last painting? Theo. The password hint is something that Van Gogh wrote to his brother, so of course it's to Theo.
なるほどね。さすがは俺の弁護士だ。
Once Marius types in 312155 Theo, the folder unlocks. To your surprise, there's only one document in the folder. You and Marius have broken the code to the folder and found the sole file inside. A letter from Vaughn to Johnny.
遠藤君、君がこの手紙を読む頃には、すでに心の中の憎しみを手放しているかもしれない。ここを訪れた目的は、親と兄の復讐でしょう。しかしあなたはまだ若い。憎しみで人生を棒に振ってはいけません。
So Vaughn did know John's true identity. In the letter, Vaughn tried to apologize to Johnny on Lawrence's behalf, saying that he failed his responsibilities as Lawrence's partner.
睦月先生は、西園寺健一が落札した贋作の本物をすべて買い取ってた。そしてそれらを臨港地区の倉庫に預けてる。あの東湖周遊も含めて。あれだけの美術品があれば、遠藤は何不自由なく暮らせると先生は考えてたんだ。
In the letter, Vaughn said he had considered sending Johnny away, but he was afraid that he would manifest his hatred in a more dangerous way. Rather than letting Johnny loose on Lawrence or an innocent, he felt it was better to keep him close. Perhaps he would relinquish his hatred one day. Vaughn wrote that he entrusted Johnny to get rid of the cyanide to see if he was willing to let go of his hatred. He thought Johnny had gotten rid of the cyanide and felt relieved, but now... Vaughn is sitting on the sofa when he hears someone entering the room through the windows. He is somewhat startled but doesn't turn to look.
遠藤君ですか？
どうしてわかった？
君の足音を知っているからだ。いつも眠れない夜にこの音が聞こえていた。私が早く眠りにつくように、君はラム酒入りのミルクを届けてくれていたね。
ミルクに毒を混ぜなかったから情が芽生えたと思ったか。うぬぼれるな。毒の手配に時間がかかっただけだ。
確かに私のうぬぼれかもしれない。でも全てが終わったら君は自分らしく生きてほしい。
俺だってそうしたい。でももう無理だ。もう引き返せない。あなたが俺の家を、俺の全てを壊した。命で償ってくれ。善人面もやめろ。気持ち悪い。
Johnny picks up the tie left behind by Lawrence and tightens it around Vaughn's neck. Vaughn still doesn't turn around to look at Johnny.
あなたが言った通り、全てを終わらせる時が来た。
Though nothing had happened yet when Vaughn had wrote the letter, he already planned for the worst, having grown accustomed to seeing things in a negative light. If you choose vengeance, then to the officer who finds this letter, I forgive everything Johnny has done to me. He has been through too much already. Please give him a chance to start over. The room is deathly quiet, but the same cannot be said of your thoughts after reading the letter. Vaughn probably saw himself as a lamb waiting for its slaughter. He was willing to martyr himself to restore Lester's reputation. He was also willing to sacrifice himself to extinguish Johnny's flames of rage. The notification tone from Marius's phone breaks the silence. It's a message from his assistant.
西園寺弘樹の乗車記録が手に入った。12日16時に隣の県から出発し、18時にステラ市に到着。13日0時にこっちから出発して2時に到着してる。
As we thought, Johnny bought a set of tickets under Bobby's name. Marius hands you his phone with pictures of both Johnny and Bobby on its screen. The two are indeed identical.
それから遠藤がホテルの常備薬を借りた記録を手に入れた。13日の午前4時頃、外傷用のスプレーを借りた記録がある。犯行時にネクタイで手を痛めたのかもしれない。
That explains the calluses.
まあ、人を絞め殺すってのは相手が抵抗しなくても容易じゃないんだろうな。これらの資料の原本は後で事務所に届けておく。
Thanks. Marius's phone chimes again, displaying an email notification. You quickly return the phone.
遠藤と西園寺夫婦の親子鑑定結果だ。彼らの DNA の 99.9% がマッチしてる。間違いなく親子だ。
The same mother, the same date of birth, the same appearance. Johnny and Bobby are identical twins.
通知書の発行時間は一昨年の12月17日。遠藤さんが離職した日付と一致する。にしてもあの診療所、守秘義務がうんぬん言っておいて、結局は金で買収されてるじゃん。
Now we can prove that Johnny was in Stellis and behaving abnormally on the night of the crime. However, we'll have to prove that he was here in this room.
確かに、ネクタイには藤原さんの指紋以外、採取できる DNA は残されてなかったし。
Oh, that means he was wearing gloves. No one knew he was here on the night of the crime, except for Von Carroll himself. Johnny had ample time to clean up the scene. This perfect crime really brings your investigation to a halt.
遠藤はこの家の介護士だから、仮に家から髪の毛とかが発見されても証拠品にはならない。事件の夜に忍び込んだと断定できる遠藤が持ち込んだものはないのか？
Following that train of thought, you glance around and see the pedal you left on the desk. The pedal! The place Johnny visited is the home of chrysanthemums. He said he loves chrysanthemums. Could this pedal be from there? Marius takes a close look at the pedal in your hand.
花の品種はあんまり詳しくなくてね。ビッグデータセンターのエンサイクロペディアサイトで画像認識してみるか。
Let's hope the big data lab doesn't let us down.
あそこにはパックスと政府が毎年大金をつぎ込んでるんだ。技術面は世界の中でもトップクラス。絶対に調べられる。
Since Marius is so confident about it, you open the Big Data Center's website. Found it! It's from a species of chrysanthemums commonly called the green mist, a green chrysanthemum.
本当にアナスタシア・グリーンなのか？
Hey, I thought you were the one who has absolute confidence in the Big Data Lab's capabilities.
なら確定だ。事件の晩、ソファーの近くにいた人物は遠藤で間違いない。
We have?
アナスタシア・グリーンは有名な品種だ。厳選された土と湧き水がなきゃ活着しにくい。俺が知ってる限り、ステラ市内にあるアナスタシア・グリーンは、うちの親父が育ててる一鉢ぐらい。育てるために、わざわざ隣の県から土と水を運んできてもらってるんだ。さっきの花びらとつながるだろ？
I don't think I have the vocabulary to describe what I'm feeling right now.
この花びらを大事にしまっておこう。この件の結果を覆す決定的証拠になる。
Johnny said he likes chrysanthemums, so he probably went to check out Green Mist before returning to Stellis. It may be fate that we found the pedal here today. Your relief at solving the case is short-lived. The air suddenly fills with the smell of choking smoke.
何か匂うな。
You look out the window and see black smoke rising up. Fire! Someone set fire to the house!
こっちだ！早く！
Without a moment's delay, Marius grabs your arm and hurries to the window. He vaults through the window and lands on the roof of the tool shack. Eyes smiling, he opens his arms, motioning for you to follow suit.
怖がらないで飛び降りてこい。しっかり受け止めてやるから。
Your heart is pounding fast. You're not sure if it's because of what he said or the rising temperature. You're beginning to choke on the smoke. You can tell Marius is becoming worried, but he maintains the confident smile on his face to keep you calm. This is no time to hesitate. Okay, I'll take my heels off first. Though the heels on your shoes aren't too high, there's still a risk of you tripping on the windowsill, so you take them off and throw them out the window.
窓の縁に気をつけて、足をひねらないようにな。まだ火は回ってない。慌てなくてもいいから。
Following Marius's instructions, you sit on the windowsill and put your legs outside. You stare at Marius's eyes and find safety and confidence in them. With a gentle push, you feel yourself falling through the air and into Marius's arms. When the familiar scent of musk fills your nostrils, you find yourself surrounded by a pair of strong arms.
もう大丈夫だよ。
You and Marius then get down from the roof and land beside the shrubs. The shrubs are mostly dead because they were left unattended. Worried that you might injure your shoeless feet, Marius carries you out of the shrubs. Must be nice to have such long legs. Thank you.
礼はいいよ。俺がこの件を依頼しなければ、こんな目には合わなかったはずだから。
I think we're a little too calm for the house being on fire. But I understand what they were trying to create a romantic moment. You look back at the house. The fire is spreading fast. The two-story house is already engulfed in fire and smoke. You hurriedly call the fire department. The neighborhood watch also rushes over. Could the arsonist be...
遠藤だと思う。俺たちの話を盗み聞きして、自分の犯行がバレないよう、口封じのために放火したんだろう。たとえ俺たちを行動不能に追い込めなくても、時間稼ぎはできるしな。
He must have been eavesdropping on us from the roof of the tool shack. But you didn't see him when you jumped out the window. I wonder how long he had been there. You were too careless. We didn't think he'd be listening in. Let's inform Captain Morgan first and have Johnny apprehended. It's not going to be easy once he gets out of Stella's.
今から臨港地区の倉庫に向かおう。岩崎刑事には犯人がそこにいるって伝えて。
Stella's Harbor?
そうだ。遠藤はどうして今のタイミングで火を放ったと思う？あいつは俺たちが東湖周遊を見つけるのを待ってたんだよ。絵の行方が分かった今、取りに行かない理由はない。
I get you, but he might head to a transit center. I'll have Captain Morgan cover both areas. Marius suddenly looks down and chuckles at your bare feet.
あんたの靴とは縁があるね。行こう。車の中に予備を用意してある。
What? How?
前回の件でお礼するって言っただろ。他に得意なことがないから靴をデザインしてみた。イタリアの職人の手製で今日届いたばかりなんだ。
Wait, you're kidding?
仕事が終わったらプレゼントしようと思って車に置いといたんだけど、まさかこんな風に役立つとはね。これもまた運命の導きってね。
What? Wait, how many levels are left of this? Oh, we're almost done with this episode, actually. We'll keep going until we reach the end. Okay, now it's up time for a debate. A neighborhood parking officer recognizes Marius and tries to extort a huge parking fee. Okay. And then auto build the support deck. It's good to go. All right. Isn't this less than a man's worth? $7 a minute? That's ridiculous. That's actually $7 a minute. That sounds like something they do in this city. Let's see. The infamous Marius von Hagen won't pay his parking fees. The parking rates are decided by everybody, not you alone. This is the price. Money doesn't appear out of thin air. Wait, I'm doing the wrong attribute. Well, if it isn't the heir of the Pax Group, you can afford to $10 a minute for parking, right? The parking rate sign is not just for show. I've already reported you for overcharging customers. Okay. So the rich should just be accept being sorted by you? Ooh, okay, hold on. Need to replenish. That is all. Okay. Stella's Harbor.
睦月先生が残した住所は臨港地区の W901 号倉庫。着いたら俺が一人で入るから、あんたは車の中で待ってろ。
Marius flips on emergency lighting and blazes through traffic lights, rushing to Stella's Harbor as quickly and as safely as possible. I'll go with you. You can use an extra pair of eyes.
あんたまで一緒に来たら、誰が岩崎さんたちの道案内をするんだ。
I already gave him the address. Marius looks at you solemnly. He holds down your shoulders with both hands and speaks to you in a commanding tone.
俺が N2X のメンバーなのはもう知ってるだろ。調査グループの中ではキングって呼ばれてる。最高指導者の立場だからだ。
Oh my god, she's just telling me everything.
俺の命令に逆らうことは許さない。
King, but I...
殺人だの放火だの。遠藤はだいぶ頭に血が上ってる。あんたは行かせられない。万が一何かあった時、守りきれるって約束できないから。
Then wait until the police arrives. What if you run into danger?
ダメだ。倉庫には大量の美術品が置いてある。すべて親戚なんだ。遠藤が火をつけて焼き尽くしてしまうかもしれない。だから放っておけないんだ。
Fine. I'll find the controls for the fire suppression system. Maybe I can use the sprinklers against him to give you an advantage. Alright. Take your time.
わかった。俺の携帯の緊急連絡先としてあんたを設定してワンタップで連絡できるようにする。俺に何かあったら電話が合図だ。その時は消防システムを稼働させて。
Will do. Marius gives you a smile and then walks into warehouse W901. You look around but do not spot any warehouse workers. I guess I'll have to take a look around myself. I hope Captain Morgan gets here soon. Inside the warehouse.
隠れても無駄だ。出てこい、遠藤。いや、西園寺弘樹とでも呼ぶべきかな。
A young man walks out behind the stacked shelves. He takes off his scarf, revealing a face identical to Johnny's.
どうして俺だと分かった？
本気で聞いてる？あんたボロ出してばっかりだったよ。確か美術関係の雑誌編集者だったんだっけ？学生時代は油絵を学んでただろう。睦月先生と描いたひまわりの絵、わざと下手に描いてるのがバレバレだった。
That's why he hesitated when he saw the painting.
そうやって無理して偽装するの疲れないわけ？
お前に何がわかる？
まあ、あんたは耐えるしかないんだろうな。なんせ遠藤達也は油絵が描けないんだから。やっと睦月先生に近づけたんだ。 そんなしょうもないことでミスは犯せない。
泉圭、さすがフローレンス美術学院の優等生だ。目が利くな。
やっぱり俺のこと分かってたんだな。俺たちが最初に話した時、あんたは六月先生への嫌悪を隠さなかった。でもその後、六月先生と仲睦まじく見えるように取り繕ってわざとらしい演技をした。そうだ、あんた遠藤が郊外とはいえステラ市で暮らしてたなんて知らなかったんだろう。実家に帰るなんて見え見えの嘘までついて、あんたが遠藤じゃないのはすぐに分かったよ。
そんなことはどうでもいい。どのみちこの世にはもう遠藤達也はいない。今朝俺の弟は耐え難い苦痛の中で息を引き取った。
Huh?
藤原のやつが警察に捕まっていなければ今すぐあいつを殺してやりたかった。
Wait, why did his brother die?
弟思いな兄貴取りなんてやめたら。あんたと西園寺健一は遠藤の命なんざ気にしてないだろ。
Wait, what? Huh? I'm so confused. You find a console on the east side of W901. Sure enough, it contains the controls for the fire suppression system. What you didn't expect is... This is German. No English at all? Do firefighters have to learn German? That's rough. Since this is a critical matter that can afford no mistakes, you take out your phone and start checking every word in the dictionary. Checking the dictionary is a repetitive manual task, so your head is left thinking about Johnny and Bobby. Johnny. There's something that doesn't add up about his thirst for revenge. Okay. Uh-huh. Hmm. Right. Maybe these two? Johnny's from Stellis, but he said he was returning to his hometown. The calluses on his hands aren't in the places where you'd expect a domestic worker to develop them. As for Bobby, he was an editor for an art magazine, so he probably knows how to draw, right? If Bobby's a right-handed artist, he'd probably develop a callus on the outside of his right pinky finger from repeated contact with drawing surfaces. Oh, it wasn't from the tie. It was from art. There's a high chance that the person we met today wasn't Johnny, but Bobby. The one who's been by Vaughn's side and masked their identity for the sake of revenge is none other than Bobby Davis. I just figured it out. Marius figured it out first. Exactly what, yeah, He grew up as an orphan, so he really shouldn't have a strong attachment to his biological parents. His vengeance would make so much more sense if he was Bobby. It was Bobby who suffered the loss of both parents who raised him.
どういう意味だ?
さあな。ところであんた、いつから遠藤と入れ替わったんだ? 父親が放火自殺した日か?
Wait. The day your father torched the house down was the day you took on Johnny's identity? Oh.
ふざけるな!
あの日はあんたと遠藤の誕生日だ。一緒に祝うとか言って遠藤を自宅まで呼んだんだろう。けどあんたは自宅の別荘にはいなかった。違うか？
あの日は残業で帰りが遅くなっただけだ。
遅くなったのか、父親の言いつけを守って帰らなかったのか、果たしてどっちなんだろうな。帰りが遅かったんなら、どうしてあんたは事件の後に姿を現さなかった？マスコミも警察も西園寺家の息子はあんた一人だけだと思い込んでる。だからあんたの父親は家族の命と引き換えにあんたを逃がしたんだろう。西園寺家はみんな死んだんだ。貸主があんたを追い詰めることはない。
Oh, so they didn't feel bad about killing Johnny too, or Bob did.
どうしてわかったんだ。
30年も顔を合わせてない息子と大事に育てた息子、どっちを守るかなんて考えなくてもわかる。
But then why would he go out of his way to find his lost son if he didn't care?
一般的には残酷な取捨選択だが、利益衝突が激しい名家じゃそんなの日常茶飯事だ。我が泉家はかなりまともだけど、そういう茶番に疎くはないからな。
Oh, yeah, Marius, you are very fortunate, yes.
西園寺家の息子が一人だけ生き残ったって知った時から、こういうことだろうと思ってたよ。でも、俺の弁護士の前で全ては明かせなかった。薄汚い名門芝居を彼女は知らなくていい。まあ、彼女は賢いから、うまく騙しきれてないと思うけど。
お前の言う通りだ。弟の身分で生きていく。それが親父の計画だった。
That's so messed up.
でもな、俺は無月の介護士になってしまった。これを神がくれた復讐のチャンスだと思って何が悪い？無月と藤原の死で俺の親と弟を弔いたいだけだ。
Bobby puts his right hand behind him. The sound of a switchblade springing into action is surprisingly sharp in the quiet warehouse. That's it! I found it! Uh-oh, wait, hold on. There we go. That's it! I found it! You finally find sprinkler in the dictionary. At the same time, Marius's caller ID pops up on your phone screen. Without any delay, you press the button. Soon after you activate the sprinklers, Darius arrives. They say that when the police entered the warehouse, Marius had already knocked Johnny unconscious. The police made the arrest without any complications. Marius, your arm! Marius is soaked when he walks out of the warehouse. A bright smear of red on his left arm is particularly alarming.
ちょっとヘマしちゃったけど、大したことないよ。あんたがタイミングよく消防システムを起動してくれたおかげで、西園寺の視界が遮られて重傷にならずに済んだ。
So he was Bobby after all.
どうやら体を鍛える計画までは立ててなかったみたいだな。介護士をやってる遠藤だったら、西園寺より体力も力もあっただろうし、叶わなかったかもしれないね。
You just had to risk it yourself, didn't you?
火をつけられたら嫌だし、絵を手に入れて逃げられるのも避けたかったんだ。それにこう見えても護身術を学んでたんだ。まあ、絵を描く繊細な腕を傷つけるつもりはないけどさ。
You practice self-defense?
俺のようなお坊ちゃんは誘拐犯に狙われやすいから、自己防衛ぐらいはできないと。
That makes sense. You must have skipped a lot of those classes, or you wouldn't have gotten hurt. I'll come with you to the hospital. Your wound's superficial, but it'd be trouble if you got infected.
大丈夫。戻ったらかかりつけの先生に見てもらうよ。今日は結構走り回ったし、あんたも疲れただろ。休んだ方がいい。秘書に家まで送らせようか。
Court is next Thursday, so time is short. You still need to sign a client agreement with Lawrence at the police department to be his attorney. No, I need to get back to the firm. If you have time next week, do drop by the courthouse.
行きたいのは山々なんだけど、来週木曜日は一日中取締役会なんだ。はあ、頭が痛くなる。
Then you sit tight and wait for my good news.
ああ、頼りにしてるよ。俺の弁護士なんだ。絶対に勝てるさ。
All right. Oh, the study room has been unlocked at NXX headquarters. Check it out. Oh? Tap on the study room. Oh, whoa, what's this? The study room is where you can increase your confidence level, CL, and learn talents. Oh, stats! After meeting the required headquarters level, you can use research materials to raise your CL. Research materials are earned through case analyses. Ah, okay. Raising your CL will increase your HP in debates. Each level gives you 1 confidence point. Oh, I see. Use CP to learn talents that you meet the CL requirements for. Talents will give you a huge edge in debates. Oh, I see. That's it for the study room. Raise your CL and learn more talents. Cool. Oops, the NXX headquarters lounge is now available. Let's check it out. Oh, this is the lounge. Here you can choose your favorite default set of furniture to decorate the lounge. Oh, I can decorate this, so that's what the furniture items have been for. Let's see what furniture we can place here. First, choose the set you want. Ooh, here we have many sets that you can gradually unlock. Remember to check back frequently. Tap on the first set to look at it. All the furniture and decorations in this set are shown. Tap here to see furniture details. Once you have selected a piece of furniture, you can custom make it with Stellan, its blueprint, and other materials. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh, thank you for the read. Welcome, readers. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading this tutorial. Hello, welcome. Going straight to bed. Sorry for dropping off and dipping. Have a great. No, don't worry about it. Thank you, Ava. Thank you for trusting your audience with me. Have a good rest. Rest well. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome, readers. Hello. Yes, and feel free to take off if you're, if you need to go to bed and get some rest, or if you want to get something to eat or drink. Welcome. Currently we are playing Tears of Themis, which is actually one of Hoyoverse's lesser known games. It's a mobile gacha game, and it's an otome mobile gacha game, which makes it so it's like an otome game, for those who don't know, is it's a game where the protagonist is a female and the there are how should I say it? They call them love interests. There are characters that are your love interests. But like the overall arcing theme of this game is that your character is a lawyer. And so you come across situations and cases and you investigate and then you defend your clients and stuff like that. Sort of like a dating sim in a way. Yeah, it's closer to like a visual novel, but yeah. Yeah. So I just unlocked this feature in the game where you can like decorate like like the headquarters for the group. So I can I guess I can craft furniture. Luckily, I have these materials on hand. Here you go. Phoenix Wright crossed with Danganronpa. Yeah, but less gory. There is like murder and stuff like that, but yeah. Try custom making it now. On the preview screen, you can check how your owned furniture will appear in the lounge. Let's take a look. If you're satisfied with the preview, tap here to immediately place the furniture in the lounge. You can view more of the lounge by swiping with one finger. Tap here for observation mode, where you can inspect the lounge more closely. Ooh. See more on the Ace Attorney side? Yeah. In observation mode, you can swipe using one finger to rotate, or swipe using two fingers to change the camera angle. You can also pinch in and out with two fingers to enter or exit observation mode. Tap here to return to the normal viewing mode. That's it for the lounge. Collect more sets and furniture. Okay, cool. I think that's... okay, no more tutorial, I think, for that. Alright. Let's resume the story. So for this episode, we've been dealing with a case of... it's a little bit complicated, or a tiny bit convoluted because of who's involved. But essentially, it involves an auction house that's for auctioning off pieces of art, and there was a controversy where the auction house was selling. Well, they were selling authentic pieces of art, except when after it was purchased, they would give counterfeits to the person who purchased it, and then sell the real one on the black market for more money. And then there was this whole thing. The media got onto it saying that the company was this and that, and the appraiser who was well known actually took the blame for it, even though he had no hand in it. It was actually his businessman partner, like the owner of the auction house. It was his doing. And we're actually the one defending. We're defending him, actually, because what ended up happening was the appraiser he died. And this is actually an incident that happened like the previous year, so we're kind of going back to like a sort of case that's going cold. So we're like, but the trial for the businessman is coming up soon. So we had to investigate and try to see if we could find any more clues to, prove his innocence. While he did outright admit that he did, sell counterfeits or give counterfeits, counterfeit pieces of art to people and sell real ones on the black market. He denied being responsible for the death of the appraiser. The reason the people thought that it was him that, there were also other things about the situation, and the police concluded that it was an assisted suicide because the appraiser was actually also dealing with depression, and supposedly he was having suicidal thoughts, and he kind of did at one point, but it's from our investigation we found that it was not that bad. Like, he was depressed, especially after the whole controversy, the drama, but he wasn't that bad that he was, you know, wanting to go through, like, you know, unaliving himself, right? But because they found his partner's tie on the couch, and it was used to kill him, they think it was him, because he was the last person seen at his house before he died. And then it turns out there's like this whole kind of complicated situation involving like other people. The trial is coming up, so that might help explain better than me trying to explain what happened. Essentially, there's like another family involved, and there's like a guy who was impersonating his twin brother. And it sounds crazy, I know, but like it's hard to explain. But wait, okay, so now we gotta do a debate. So something that's different about this gacha game is that instead of like battles, like, you know, with actual like combat, we do debates. So right now we're gonna debate. Did I miss the raid? Yeah, the raid's already here. I think everyone here already knows Ava, but you know, check her out if you don't know her already, please. So yeah, okay, so we do debates instead of like combat. So it looks like we're dealing with a tabloid reporter here. The media caught wind from somewhere and followed the police flooding the scene. So we just finished the level where we caught the guy responsible for his death, and also like, you know, he's unstable and everything, but the police caught them. We were at a harbor where there was a warehouse that was holding all of the authentic artwork, and he was going to try to take them and leave, but we can't let that happen. So it looks like a tabloid reporter is trying to, you know, be sneaky. And so similar to like other games, you know, there's like attributes, like, you know how there's like fire, water, wind, earth, right? And like how one beats another. In this game, there's logic, empathy, and intuition, which is really interesting. Okay, start debate. All right. So his first argument is a logical argument. He's saying, don't you just want money? Name a price. And to beat logic, I have to use intuition. So I'm going to use my intuition cards. You already have your answer. Why do you keep asking questions? Okay, I'm going to use another intuition card. There we go. Now I'm going to go after his empathy argument. Does this have anything to do with your rumored girlfriend? Let's see. So logic beats empathy. So we want logic. Let's see. This case is still under investigation. Wait for the official report. Okay, we're gonna use another logic one. Okay, now he's gonna use an intuition argument. What would Pax do if something happened to you again? Let's see. Pax is a big company that's in this story. And one of our allies is the heir to the company. So this is intuition, and empathy beats intuition. So we're going to use empathy. Your speculations are baseless. Okay, we're going to use another empathy one. Sometimes it goes by too fast for me to read the whole thing. Oh, yeah, I was using another logic argument. Mr. Von Hagen, are you in trouble with the law again? Are you going to prison this time? So we need to use intuition. Okay. Oh shoot, I couldn't read that. It started saying if you want to know so bad, and then I couldn't read the rest. Okay, this one. I'm out of intuition, so I'm gonna use logic. That was too quick for me to read. I only have empathy left. I'm gonna have to replenish my cards after this. My client and I aren't obligated to answer your questions. That was too fast. All right. I have intuition cards now. That is all. Yay. All right, now it's time for the trial. We're in the waiting room at the courthouse. On Saturday night, Marius' assistant brings you the paternity report with Johnny's and Bobby's photos. So there was a rich family, so there was a rich man named Bob Davis, and he had twin sons, Bobby and Johnny. But there was an incident where there was a baby theft at a hospital like 30 years ago. Johnny was one of the babies that got stolen away. And then that's why they found him. That's what the paternity report is for. The next day, you receive records of Bobby using Johnny's identity to board the high-speed train of the hotel lending out the medical spray. So, Johnny had died the rich guy Bob, he was in trouble financially, and to get out of it, he set his house on fire with everybody in it. So himself, his wife, and his son, his later found son, Johnny. Bobby wasn't home at the time. But Bobby he's been, doing his own thing under his twin brother's identity, Johnny. You submitted the green mist petal found on Vaughn's sofa to the CSI team. It was identified as green mist. So when we investigated the scene of the crime, we found a flower petal, which is it comes from a flower that specifically is only like native to one city, which is important for this case. With your current evidence, you are confident that you can prove Lawrence did not assist Vaughn in his suicide.
遠藤君じゃなくて、西園寺さんは今どうなっていますか?
This is the business partner of the appraiser, who's the one that sold the fakes and the real ones on the black market. He's been in police custody for a while now. He's been oh shoot.
彼は道を踏み外すこともなかった。息子も。
I accidentally tapped it. Hold on. So he asks John, no, Bobby, how is he now? I said he's been arrested. And then he says, if it weren't for me, he wouldn't have walked down this path, and Vaughn wouldn't be.
全部私のせいだ。
The court will take Mr. Carroll's will into account when giving the final verdict. After this case is closed, you will also go to trial for swapping auction items. You'll be tried for fraud. You should be prepared.
すり替えの件は弁護士先生の手を煩わせません。弁護士を立てるつもりもありません。原告人がどんな条件を出しても受け入れます。これからは自分がしてきたことを償います。
Criminal court. We have 10 minutes.
これより被告人藤原学
Or it's 10 o'clock, actually, I think.
パートナーである六木浩二の自殺幇助の容疑について開廷いたします。
I actually don't know if it's 10 minutes or 10 o'clock.
まずは検察側から起訴状を朗読してください。
検察側を代表して藤原学さんに控訴を提起します。去年11月12日20時頃、被告人は被害者の家を訪ねました。 2人はレンスターが直面している苦境について話し合い、被害者は自分を犠牲にして会社を守ろうとした。
At least the judge is prettier than Ace Attorney. Yeah, she is much more pleasant.
被害者は重度のうつ病を患っているため、被告人に自殺の幇助を求めた。自分を解放するとともに世間の同情を利用して会社の経営危機を解消することが目的でした。被害者の提案に賛同した被告人は自分のネクタイで被害者を絞め殺した。本件は確たる証拠があり、被告人は自殺幇助の疑いで刑事責任を問われるべきだと考えます。
被告人、検察側の陳述に対して異議はありますか？
事件の夜は確かに睦月の家を訪ねましたが、彼を殺していません。それに睦月はとっくに自殺を諦めていたんです。
異議があります。警察は被害者のデスクから青酸カリを見つけた。つまり被害者には自殺願望が十分にあったのです。
Objection. Mr. Carroll had entrusted his caretaker to dispose of the cyanide back in September. The cyanide was deliberately replaced after his death. This was done to mislead the police into believing that Mr. Carroll was suicidal.
被告人が犯人じゃなかったら、彼のネクタイはどうして凶器になったのですか？
Mr. Myers did leave his tie at Mr. Carroll's residence. However, he was not the only person on the premises that night. Aside from the main entrance, you can easily access the study via the roof of the tool shack. Believing Mr. Myers to be the only possible suspect is utterly incorrect.
ではそのよう、被害者の家に現れた可能性があるのは誰ですか？
Mr. Carroll's caretaker, Mr. Johnny Bailey, we'll call him that for now.
遠藤さんは午前10時30分に鉄道で隣の県に行き、13日に戻ったため、事件当日、彼はステラ市にいなかった。
Mr. Bailey was in Stellis on the night of the crime, and the evidence is... Oh, right, okay. So, that's the police report, the pedal, and the travel history? Yeah. No, the travel history. Mr. Bailey did indeed leave Stellis at 10:30 a.m. However, a Mr. Bobby Davis took a high-speed train back to Stellis at 4 p.m. Okay, enjoy your lunch. Thank you for coming. This train arrived in Stellis at 18 o'clock. There was ample time to reach Mr. Carroll's residence, and he happened to arrive when Mr. Myers was present.
遠藤さんと西園寺さんは別人のため、弁護人の証拠は説得力がありません。
They are different people, but they are identical twins and therefore share a similar physical appearance.
名字すら異なる二人に血縁関係があると証明できる証拠はありますか？
Mr. Bailey and Mr. Davis are identical twins, and the evidence is... Let's see, where to go? Was it this one? No. The medical... No, the paternity test. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, what's the question? But they're twins. Yeah, I think it is the paternity test. 30 years ago, there was a case of infant theft at Stellis City Hospital. The theft occurred on January 8th. Mr. Davis and Mr. Bailey were both born on the 7th. Mr. Bailey was one of the stolen infants. Mr. Bob Davis, their biological father, had been searching for his lost son all these years. After locating Mr. Bailey, he asked a private doctor to conduct a paternity test. This paternity test proves that Mr. Bailey is the biological son of Mr. Bob Davis and his wife. Mr. Bailey and Mr. Bobby Davis sharing the same birthday also proves that they are twins. Identical twins, to be exact. Mr. Bailey could use both his and his brother's IDs to purchase train tickets from Stellis to the neighboring state. This is a completely plausible scenario.
異議があります。改札口では顔認証がある。双子であっても簡単に通り抜けはできない。
Objection. Machines may be able to differentiate the two, but Mr. Bailey could complain about faulty machinery and staff would let him in. Otherwise, there is no explanation as to how a man hospitalized for severe burns would be able to ride a train to and from Stellis. Your Honor, I request that Mr. Johnny Bailey be called to the stand.
許可します。遠藤達也さん、前に出てください。
その日は確かにステラ市に戻っていました。でもムツキさんは殺してません。
Didn't kill him? Then how do you explain the bruises on your hands?
手のあざ？僕は怪我なんてしていません。
Mr. Bailey injured himself from strangling Mr. Carroll, and the evidence is... Let's see, medical spray, right? Yeah. At 4:25, you signed out a bottle of medical spray from the hotel you were staying at in the neighboring state. You are an art student, so your hands are delicate. The considerable strength required to strangle someone to death must have injured your fingers, yes?
何のことか僕にはさっぱり。そうだ、思い出しました。あれは菊を見に行った時膝を怪我したんです。だからスプレーを借りました。
Alright, let's say you didn't injure your hands. Did you really go see chrysanthemums that day?
そうですけど、当地の名物は菊だけじゃないし。
The rest is irrelevant as long as you saw the chrysanthemums. Chrysanthemums are your favorite flower, and they prove that you were in Mr. Carroll's study on the night of the murder. After returning to Stellis, he made his way to Mr. Carroll's study, and the evidence is... the petal. This dried petal was found between the sofa cushions where Mr. Carroll was murdered. After analysis by the Big Data Lab and the police's CSI department, the petals were determined to be from a species of chrysanthemum commonly known as green mist. Green mist is unique to that neighboring state. It could not have appeared in Mr. Carroll's study unless it was on your person.
でも、僕にはムツキさんを殺害する理由はありませんよ。
Your biological father, Mr. Bob Davis, incurred massive debts from gambling. He tried to sell the paintings he bought from Lester to pay off his debts, including Lake Tahoe, a painting that his creditor wanted. However, your father knew nothing about art, so he didn't know that Mr. Myers had swapped his paintings with counterfeits. The counterfeit paintings were worthless, and your father committed suicide out of despair. Your motive stems from this, does it not? At the time, the media pinned Mr. Carroll as the mastermind behind the auction item swaps, so you believed him to be the target of your vengeance.
そうだとしても、僕は西園寺さんに育てられていない。事実を知ってすぐ彼は死んだんだ。大して情も持ってない。彼なんかのために殺人の罪を負うなんて筋が通らないだろう。
Of course you would, because you aren't the lost and found Johnny, but rather Bobby, who had lived alongside his father. Did you believe that you could continue to mask your true identity in court? The police can compare your blood against the information in their biological database. The truth cannot be hidden.
遠藤さん、あなたの本当の身分について調査する必要があると考えます。
僕は
If you truly didn't murder Mr. Carroll, then why did you set his house on fire when I was collecting evidence there? Why did you go to the warehouse in Stellis Harbor to retrieve Lake Tahoe, which Mr. Carroll left to Mr. Bailey? Most importantly, how do you prove that Vaughn willingly let Johnny kill him due to his own guilt? His will? Where's will? Where's his will? Wait, hold on. Wait. Maybe it's this, I guess. No. Wait, what? Oh, maybe this. No? What? How do you prove that Vaughn willingly let... Oh, wait. I think I misunderstood the question. Is it this? The police found no signs of struggle when inspecting Mr. Carroll's body. Even without the police report, you would know that full well. While you were strangling him, Mr. Carroll didn't resist. He endured the pain by grasping the sofa cushions. This is because he felt guilty for your family tragedy, so he let you enact your revenge. I found a protected folder on Mr. Carroll's computer. You must have heard it when you were eavesdropping that day. The folder contained Mr. Carroll's suicide note. Believing you were Johnny, he expressed his shame and regret over the auction debacle. He had believed for a long time that you would murder him, and he even wanted to tell the court that he forgave you. He did all of this to extinguish your inferno of hatred. He bought back the works of art that your father should have owned. He wanted to give them to you so you could start anew. Mr. Myers may have wronged you, but Mr. Carroll never did. Here we go. Okay, start debate. Okay, so he says, you have a vivid imagination. I am Johnny. Bobby is long gone. Oh yeah? The evidence is there, yet you pretend to still not see it. He had depression. He would have killed himself sooner or later. Oh? The moment you committed murder, something, I missed it. He killed himself. I had nothing to do with it. It goes by too fast for me to read it. Let's see. I only have empathy and intuition right now, so I'll go after the logic argument. If it weren't for that counterfeit, my family would have had a chance. Got nothing to say against the evidence I have on hand? Okay, now I have some logic. So he lies, he killed himself. The moment you committed murder, you could not escape justice. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna use an empathy one. Let's see. Your obsession with revenge will eventually be your downfall. So what if I killed him? He was exchanging the auction items. He deserved to die. Criminals are judged by the law. You have no right to do so. Last wave. All lies! Von Carroll and Lawrence deserve to die! Okay. Oh, it was too fast. Okay, gotta replenish. I need intuition. It goes, that was too fast. Almost there, almost there. That is all.
双方の論弁を経て証拠が不十分のため検察側が被告人に対する起訴は成立しません。本件において重要参考人が現れたため警察の捜査部門に再度捜査を行ってもらうこととします。よって藤原学は無罪釈放とします。本件は捜査が終わり次第別途改定します。
Johnny drops to the ground, smashing the ground with his fists. The bailiffs on either side of him merely look on and do not immediately seize him. Perhaps what's eating away at him is not that he is now the prime suspect, but realizing that he murdered an innocent man in his quest of revenge.
以上で裁判を閉廷します。
Trial 1. Defense successful. Yeah! Last level of the episode. Not long after, Johnny confessed everything to the police, and the case of Vaughn's murder finally came to a close. You accompanied Marius to pay respects to Vaughn at his grave, but Marius stands there without saying a word. Oh, by the way, actually Vaughn, the appraiser, he was also an artist. He was actually Marius's mentor, so it's kind of personal for him. Vaughn was the one who inspired Marius to become an artist. He had devoted his whole life to inspire others with art. He taught Bobby how to paint, but he ultimately failed to extinguish the flames of hatred within his heart. You can't stop thinking about Vaughn's final decision in the matter, so you decide to ask Vin about it. Dr. Richter, when you were treating Mr. Carroll, was he really almost recovered? Why do I get the feeling that he never fully gave up his suicidal thoughts? It seems like he felt that his life was less important than anyone else's.
ムツキさんはずっと僕を欺こうとしてたくさん隠し事をしていた。遠藤さんのこともそうだ。
Then why would you...
心理治療は患者の協力が必要だ。でも彼は毎日平静を装っていた。彼が問題を抱えているのは知ってたけど、その原因は突き止められなかった。治療の最終段階で、彼は確かに自殺を諦めたように見えたよ。でもその意志は、おそらく砂の城のように脆いものだった。
This is Vin Richter. He's a psychologist, and we know him. He's actually one of the other love interests in the game.
遠藤がネクタイを彼の首にはめたことで、彼の決意は跡形もなく崩壊してしまったんだ。
What can you do when a patient doesn't cooperate with you? There's a momentary pause on the other side of the phone.
僕はできる限り彼らを助けたいが、僕たちには彼らが体験した苦痛と絶望を感じ取ること。
Oh shoot, I'm actually caught up. I need to get my...
僕たちが思う幸せを彼らに押し付けるのはいけない。
I thank you for coming. Have a good night. Thank you.
場合によっては手放すことも救済なんだ。
After you hang up the call with Vin, you go to Artem's office. You're not a doctor who's used to interacting with psychiatric patients, and you don't know how to be as detached as Vin. Maybe he's not so aloof. The tone of his words carried pity and pain. It must be terribly sad for a psychiatrist to watch a patient lose their will to live.
X03 への鑑定結果が出た。確かに違法成分が含まれている。
So this is Artem. He is my senior at the law firm, and also now, as of recently in the story, his new partner. Artem's words cut through your wandering thoughts. You blank out for a moment before processing what he said. So Harrison really is up to no good. So there was this whole other incident involving like an illegal experiment, well, an experimental drug, and it looks like it really had illegal stuff in it. And so like, while I am like, my character, or the main character, is like an attorney, like a junior attorney, there's also like underhanded secret stuff going on too. And all of the love interests in the game have like are part of this like kind of secret group. They investigate strange cases and incidents. And the main character receives an invitation to join the group. And at this point, a decision has been made yet, but I think it sounds like one will be made soon.
もう一つ悪い知らせだ。ハウゼンの取締役の畑大輔はガンで入院している。
What?
早く捜査を始めないと、この手がかりは完全に途絶えてしまうかもしれない。
Mr. Wing, I officially request to join the NXX.
覚悟は決まったのか?
I have. There it is. So are you getting brought into the Foundation, basically? Yeah. Now I'm... Oh, Artem walks up to you and extends a hand.
左京静馬。N2X のコードネームはリーブラだ。
Oh, I guess it's in 2X, but yeah. They all have code names. Marius's code name is King, and I guess Artem's code name is Libra. Interesting. Wait, that makes a lot of sense. This is the first time you hold Artem's hand like this. It's soft and warm, unlike the aura he gives off. Do I get a code name as well?
ああ、つけた方が便利だ。だが急がなくてもいい。ゆっくり考えなさい。
Ooh, I get a code name. That's cool.
今週の日曜日、拠点で会議がある。一緒に行こう。
Does Marius lead the meetings? His code name is King and he's the highest ranking member, so he probably gets the final say.
最高指導者? 彼から聞いたのか?
Oh no! You mean he's not?
君は弁護士だ。明らかな嘘を見抜く洞察力はあるはずだが。
Oh no. No wonder you always thought it weird as people like Artem and Vin don't seem to like people like the type to ever follow the lead of someone like Marius. I'm such a fool. Marius duped you again. Oh, Marius, if I ever believe you again. The Von Hagen estate. Though it's an off day, Marius still has many things to take care of, including things regarding the company and things related to the N2X investigations.
違法成分ね。なかなか厄介なもんだ。
Seemingly trapped in a thorny situation, Marius lets out a rare, bitter laugh. He then receives an encrypted mail.
特派調査員?
He scans through the name with a complicated expression on his face.
好きなだけ調べればいいさ。パックスは潔白だ。
Stella's Harbor. Oh, Luke. We haven't seen him in a while. He's one of the other love interests. He is the childhood friend. Childhood friend that we see after a long time. Luke comes to the side of a warehouse with a large Harrison logo on the front gates and lowers his head to think. And his his line of work is as a cover, he is like an antique repair person, but he actually is like a investigative photographer. The warehouse gates are closed. It has a comprehensive security system. Forcing an entry will undoubtedly alert the guards. Luke eavesdrops on the gossip on the other side of the warehouse and then frowns. Oh, I just remembered. In the very, very beginning of the game, he's addressed by his code name. I just remembered. From what he can gather, the life of Tyson, Harrison's president, seems to be hanging by a thread. They are gossiping about who would inherit the company and if the change would mean some of them losing their jobs. Luke conceals himself in the shadows and is about to make his next move when his communicator beeps. It's Aaron.
どうした?今は出先だ。手短に願う。
うかつに動くんじゃない。新しい任務だ。
Oh, episode end. Wow. Oh, okay. I'll do this after the stream. Oh, okay. Wow. That was some story. That was some case. Maybe thinking too supernatural with this. There's nothing really anything supernatural, at least so far. Just like a lot of like secret, like underground, underhanded stuff. Like with big corporations doing secret dastardly things. Yeah. But yes, I think we're going. This is a long stream today, but I wanted to finish the entire episode. But thank you all so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. It's off day. More secret agent stuff. Yeah, definitely. No stream tomorrow. Off day tomorrow. But we will be meeting again on Sunday at 9 p.m. Pacific for Sunday story time. We're gonna continue Cursed Princess Club. So that's the plan. Let's see. So I just as a heads up, this is probably the last time I'll stream Tears of Themis. So most likely, Hoyo Fridays is just going to be consisting of either Genshin or Honkai Star Rail from now on. Yeah. Welcome back. Well, we're wrapping up now, but thank you for coming by, everybody. I appreciate for those of you who stuck around from the raid. And let's see, what else is there? Yeah, no, I think that's it. Thank you all again so much. Let me see. I think I'm gonna forego a raid, maybe. Let me check actually who's on right now. Yeah, I think I'll we'll forego a raid today. But yes, thank you all again so much. If you're going to actually no, before I go with that, please leave a like if you haven't already, if you enjoyed the stream. Please leave a comment if you would like to share your thoughts on today's stream, and please follow and or subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, your evening. If you're going to bed, I hope you rest well and have sweet dreams. If your day is just getting started, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope to see you all on Sunday for Sunday Storytime. Ta-ta! Otsumika!